Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Delph, and we're gonna be playing some Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. So if you've not played this game before, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty much a city builder. I don't know, I guess maybe, where you gotta take care of dinosaurs. So I know it sounds amazing. It really is, though. Really good game. So we have a few modes to begin with. We're going to go sandbox because we have been, as you can see, I've been putting in a bit of time playing the campaign and the chaos theory story mode. So we want to try something new today. We're not going to cheat. We're just going to create a scenario where we kind of can do our own thing from the beginning. So we're going to go Jurassic World. And I really like the Isla Nublar 2015 Jurassic World Park. I really do like this one, so we're gonna select that, and we're gonna get creative, but we're not gonna play on creative mode. So we're gonna go standard, and we're gonna enable all buildings. Should we do all buildings? Maybe just do Jurassic World buildings and staff and guests. And we're gonna just change a few things in the sandbox, make the game a bit more interesting. So there we go. Is it here? No. Oh, okay, let's try that again. Isla Nublar. Where are the... I know there's a spot where... No, just take me back. How do we go into settings? Oh, custom, there we go. Okay, so this is what I wanted it to do here. Alright, so we're not gonna change anything too important. So like disease level, we're gonna leave that. Injuries, so pretty much vanilla, but we are gonna add a few things. I think by default when you go into creative mode they give you infinite money, which is weird to me, so we're gonna turn that off definitely. Yeah, unlimited power, fuel, invincible vehicles. Come on, where's the fun in that? Sabotage risk, cash. Here we go, unlimited. So we're gonna high cash. I think medium. I don't know. I was playing around with some of these options before the stream. I think medium is just like 9 million, and if you guys have ever played this game before, 9 million is just not gonna cut it. You know, I've got some pretty big aspirations here with this one, so we're just gonna, we might start high. Now if it's too high, we're gonna just start a new one and bring it down again, because I don't want it to be totally unfair. All right, we're gonna turn contracts on. We're gonna do that. Events, yeah, all this, yes, okay. All right, so pretty much everything else is standard, and we're just gonna go start. Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever. So let's get started. Now I turned off, let me just hang on, I'm getting nervous. I don't want this to get copyright stricken. I don't think this is copywritten. Should be fine. Let's double check. All right, so let's go to settings and audio settings. Okay, yeah, we're gonna mute the licensed music because I don't want to get my videos taken down. All right, so here we are. Now the reason why I chose this location, not just because the Jurassic World buildings are friggin' awesome, but you have a lot of space here, and I just like the layout. You know, you can have a lot of flat, you know, contiguous setups, so that's why I chose this. Now I like to just get an idea for how big everything is. So that's the border here. Yeah, okay. All right, so objective 1, control center probably. All right, 32 million is a lot of money. Is that too much? No, I don't think so. Maybe not. I don't know. Because when you set it to medium, they give you 9 million. And that just feels really low for what I'm trying to do here. I think when you play this on campaign mode, they give you... Yeah, they give you... Slowing power, standard power, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they give you like a crap ton. Maybe, well, I know when you're playing the Jurassic Park campaign, they give you like 30 million. And I think this one may be slightly less, but yeah, well, I mean, the money is there. We don't have to spend it all, but it just feels a bit unfair. All right, so we need to get set up. Do we have a... No, so this is the arrival point. Okay. We're going to need to connect this path to our main path. I'm trying to figure out what are the most essential buildings we need to start off with. Arrival point, science center we're gonna need. Obviously expedition center to find more fossils. And for life... Wait, alive capture? Yeah. Okay, we can do those too. Okay. And a response facility for tending to our dinosaurs. So first thing, wait, do we have a control center? We may have one here. What's this building? Yeah, this is our control center. Okay, so are we on play mode? Don't think I'll be losing money while I'm setting up. All right, so that's good now. so we don't really need a lot of stuff. Yeah, we don't get an innovation center. What we need to do this? Construct at least one operational viewing gallery. Okay, well, we're gonna... Jesus, I've never started with nothing. This could be fun. Now we don't have any dinosaurs on site, so we're gonna have to source them all. So we need an expedition center immediately, but do I want to just build it at the front? Like the first thing people see when they come into the park is this is where we enslave dinosaurs? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. So we have a control center, right? Yeah, we need an expedition center and a response facility. So I like to build my city builders, parks, pretty much zoos, whatever, as straight as possible. So what's the difference between these two panels? One is one color, the other one's another color. Is it for the sake of consistency? I think we'll just, yeah, maybe. This is why it's good to have a lot of money. Alright, let's try this. Ouch. Oof. Each. Alright, so we're gonna have to connect this one as well. Is there a functional difference between the facility path and the... Whoops, sorry. And the standard path? Like, there's no difference. One is just lighter than the other one. Alright, so let's get connecting. Can we make this straight? I think that's straight, right? Yeah. So hey guys, welcome to the stream. If you're just now joining, we're playing some Jurassic World Evolution today. We're going to try and build a successful park. We're going to be doing this for 2-3 hours. So if this is the kind of thing you like watching, let me know. Hit me up in chat and we'll talk about it. And we'll see if I don't bankrupt this park. Alright, so... I mean, I've got 31 million. Actually closer to 32 million, so... shouldn't be too much of an issue. Hang on one second. Feel myself getting shorter. Okay. Let's just see if we can... This is what kills a lot of people when they play games like this is... let me get my roads all set up, and then, you know, we'll go from there. But that can be a very expensive proposition. You can totally bankrupt in Endeavor if you're just spending too much on building roads. So we've connected everything up, so that's vitally important. So it had to be done at one point or another, but I don't think I'm going to be spending this $32 million at all. So we may not have that aspect of it where we're worried about going bankrupt. I know that's a pretty big aspect of these sorts of things, but I just felt 9 million was too low, man. Come on, way too low. So not attractions but operations. So arrival point we have, science center I believe we have. No, we don't. That's a control center. Yeah, control center. So can we hire some guys? All right, we're gonna need some people here. So one thing I often do, which is a mistake, is I underestimate the importance of high welfare stat. So you need that for making dinosaur babies and whatnot. So we might go with this guy, Hemison. Let's check out Maria. Increase. All right, so they're pretty much the same person. I think Hemison is a bit more expensive, but yeah, we're gonna hire him. Yep. We're gonna need... What are we gonna need here? I'm gonna be honest. Most times I just hire the people with the higher skills. Often I check the traits as well, but if I'm looking for something really specific. But I think we might go with Steven. I'm not even gonna pronounce or try and pronounce that last name. Sorry, I don't don't want to piss anyone off, so we're just gonna call him Steven. Maybe we'll go with Steven. Maybe we'll go with Bename. I think that's his name. Steven is 212. Increases time for extraction. That could be useful. All right, we're gonna go with Bename. Who else can we grab here? Gabella, McKinnon. Veterinary tasks, that's important. Well, we don't have a lot of rock stars, but we got something here, so just gonna read through these a bit so I can get, well, we do want someone to help us with like specific tasks like this, incubation and synthesis. So although their skills are abysmal to start off, it's not good, man. It's not good. Increases all skills by 1. That might be the trade-off we make. Like if we're getting specialists who will be good someday, we're gonna have to just accept the fact that we may have guys starting out with lower base skills. So we may get Gabella just because, why not? Not even for the veterinary trait, but just because she may be one of the best ones here. All right, we're gonna need more welfare, so we may get Maria as well. Yeah, we're probably gonna go with Maria. Let's just get her now. Yeah, I know we're lacking severely in the skill here. So 5, 5, 4. We're gonna need yeah, we're 12 in the skill, so we're gonna actually we're 5, 5. Yeah, 5, 4, and 12. So we're gonna need. Wait, are we gonna need? I mean, in the beginning, we don't really need like insane skills. Yeah, yeah. All right, so this is where this game can get tricky. If you make poor decisions, they may come back and bite you. So we're gonna go with Gabella, like we said before. All right, so we've got 4 for now. That's our maximum staff scientist capacity. We can build another staff center for more, but we should be good to go for now. All right, so we can start building. So this little icon means the park is closed, which means we're not making any money. I think there is. I just hired people, and you know, obviously we have to pay them, but I don't know if they're being paid yet. So I just want to keep it on pause. It does say salaries per minute is 0, so I think we're good for now. But just to be safe, I'm gonna start plopping down some buildings, and we may have to pay an upkeep for those. So we're just gonna wait before we start things up. So we're definitely gonna need all of these, but let's just start popping them down. All right, so I think, what is it? Okay, so rotating and re-rotate is zebra. Oh, can I turn around? Oh, rotate left, rotate. Okay, X and zebra. Is that straight? It says straight. Yes, I want to say. All right, so let's get a road on that guy ASAP. Okay, and so what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna pop down everything we need. So that's the expedition center as well. Wait, what's this? No, science center. Expedition center. May as well, right? Yeah, why not? Right next door. All right, make a road. Roads are important, guys. So if you've not played this, everything has to be powered, obviously, but everything also has to be connected to a road to give benefit. So also, I believe you can't see the specifics of a building unless it's connected to a road, and what I mean by that is you can't really see how it's doing. Like once we start putting down commercial buildings, you'll see what I mean. But roads are very important. So next step is science center. We can't do that. right, so we already have a science center, so we can't build another one. Yeah, so this is all we got for now. Just these two. Response facility and, oh, we didn't pop one down. All right, so we're going to need a response facility. Let's get this drop down here. Let's try and make it as straight as possible. All right, we're going to build our first paddock. It's going to be right here. So we may as well get started with that. It's just so we can have one ready to go when we get our first dinosaurs. So we're going to start light. We may just go for broke, but I think you do have skill requirements in terms of which dinosaurs you can capture in the beginning or synthesize. So we're gonna keep it simple. All right, so let's get a gate down. Ooh, it's not even, is it? It doesn't look even. Well, maybe it is. All right, so let's draw back. If I can zoom in and keep going. Yeah, it's gonna be massive. One thing I've learned in my time playing this game, even if you have dangerous dinosaurs and you have subpar holding facilities, if you keep them happy, placate them as best you can in terms of what they need to be comfortable, you can get away with having subpar security procedures in place, so long as the guests feel like they're safe. That's what's most important. Alright, so I don't want to waste space either, and I feel like if we don't do this right, we could end up wasting space. But I also want to leave a bit of headroom for, you know, viewing centers or buildings. Things that you can see things in, let's just put it like that. Alright, so that may be big enough. All right, so we're just gonna go for broke on this fence. And we, all right, so let's see how long it takes for us to go under 30 million. So we're gonna, once we hit 20 million, we'll know whether or not we could have started this playthrough with 9 million or not. Because I may end up regretting taking the easy route. We'll see. That's the wrong one. Fence. All right, so this is a level 2 fence we're starting out with because we have to research higher level fences. Obviously, certain dinosaurs have certain security ratings. So ideally you want, you know, dinosaurs behind a fence that can contain them. But in the beginning, you know, you want to make your park profitable, but you don't have the knowledge because you haven't researched certain things. So it's a bit of a trade-off, you know. Is that straight? I'm sorry guys, if you've never seen one of my live streams before, yeah, we do a lot of this hemming and hawing about whether or not that road is straight or is that fence straight. I can't tell. All right, okay, so we got space there. We're just gonna make a big rectangle and then connect it up. So that's our point of demarcation here. All right, so, oh no, I think that's a little lopsided. That's no bueno. Yeah, it's a bit, how did that happen? Dude, it's like so hard to draw a straight line. It's infuriating. Okay, let's keep trying. Straight. Let's extend this one a bit then. Alright. Come on. Straighten up. Ugh, that's bugging me. Alright, so yeah. You know, perfection. We must have it. Alright, that might be good. So now we can just extend this one. Hey guys, if you're watching this stream, welcome, welcome. Today we're playing some Jurassic World. Evolution 2. So, thanks for stopping by. Can we... Whoa. We're getting things... Alright, sorry about that. Clicked off the game for a moment. That fence is not straight, but I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I could spend 2 hours just doing fences, guys. So we're not gonna go crazy with that. Wait, what? Okay. There we go. That was strange. Alright, so we've got the beginnings of a pretty sizable paddock. Alright, so we're gonna have to play this to get everything built up. Yeah, there's no power, so we need to get down some power. Now, in the beginning, you don't have a lot of options. What you just start off with is a backup generator. So, we're gonna go ahead and plop that down. You want to make sure that everything falls within the... Yeah, so, want to make sure that all the buildings you have generally fall within... Yeah, is that a good idea? Can we do that there? Yeah, probably gonna want to extend it this way. Well, we're gonna have to build more than one either way, so we may as well do this to give the monorail some power as well. All right, so let that be built up, and we're just gonna zoom in as they put up the fence because it's amazing. I love how they animate this. So piece by piece, as you can see, they're starting to fill in the fence. Yeah, there's a lot of unpowered objects here. This is the problem with building such a massive fence. We're gonna have to find another spot to plop down another backup generator just to get things up and running. But I do like the space we have because we have options now. Now we can probably house at least 5 to 6 different species, I think. Well, I tend to put no more than 3 species in a single paddock, and that can be very difficult because not all species get along. Just like real life. Not all people get along, not all dinosaurs get along either, apparently. So, as you guys will see, when I start catching some dinosaurs, some of the species by default are going to have problems with other species. Now, the very cool part about this game that I really, really like is the fact that you can edit the genes of the dinosaurs. To try and get more favorable traits, like I was just mentioning a moment ago about how some dinosaurs don't get along, or some dinosaurs only want a certain number of even if it's their own species, only want a certain number of them in the same paddock as them. So there are things you can do to try and change that a bit, but that's, I think we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves here. So what we're gonna do first things is we're gonna put a gate on one of these fences. I think I may end up splitting these up into 2. Let's put our gate here. Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. All right, so let's split this guy because I think this is way too big for just one dinosaur. I think we can get at least 2 paddocks out of this one easy. And we may end up splitting them even further. So let's try and make this as even as possible. Yeah, let's go from here. So yeah, we're using a lot of money to build up infrastructure in the beginning, but the necessary evil, my friend. Yeah, the park is closed. I know it's closed. All right, so let's try and make this as even as possible, because I have a plan for these herbivorous paddocks in the beginning, and I'm going to try and build the attractions. I like to run my attractions straight through the paddock, so I want to give myself enough space for building tracks and building separate gates later. So it's gonna look really cool, guys. Just hang in there. I promise we'll make something look really cool. But for now, it's going to look a bit weird, but you'll come to see what I was trying to accomplish a little bit later. So now we're starting to, I think, get an idea of how this is going to turn out. So we're going to need a road. Let's run it right through the middle. Oops. Yeah, run it right through the middle here. I feel like Bob Ross sometimes. You guys know who Bob Ross is? Yeah, the guy from, I think it was the 70s, 80s. He's a painter, he had a big afro. He would be like, let's put a little happy happy plant here, or a happy nose, or a happy whatever. That's how I feel sometimes, like I'm painting with Bob Ross. All right, so let's get a gate down here for this paddock. And I don't really want it in a place. That's probably fine. Probably put it dead center. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we have spent, what, a couple million so far? I think we have $2 million getting set up so far. We're not done yet, but $2 million so far. All right, so I think everything is under power, which is good. And we did it with one single power supply, because those things can be very expensive to maintain. So it does behoove you to try and research cheaper power options as soon as possible. So we're going to go for small power station. What do we need to do this? Oh, we don't need anything. We can do it right now. So we're definitely going to do that right now. We need 5. What is this? What's this skill called? 5 cogs. 5 cog wheels. So let's just take these 2. Nope, that's not enough. All right, there we go. All right, so that's going to work in the background while we're doing some other stuff, which means we may have been slowed down by that decision, because I don't think we can run an extraction team now. Or rather, expedition team. All right, so this is pretty much how you source your dinosaurs in this game. As you can see, if I zoom in a bit, there's a lot of padlocks on these. So that kind of gives you an idea of the depth of the game. Like, there's a lot to research here, just a ton of stuff to unlock and figure out. So you could, you know, put tens, if not hundreds of hours in this game just trying to get, you know, all of these things unlocked. Look at this in America, in North America. So many things to research, so many things to unlock, and it's exciting, you know, I love that. So, all right, so I don't think we can run an expedition yet, because we've only got 4 scientists, and I just gave them a job. Well, maybe we can. Yeah, maybe we can, because the requirements for this are ultra low, and we do have 1 guy available, Tiny, so we're going to send Tiny on an expedition. Although we probably sent the wrong person on an expedition. All right, so Tiny's going to do that. While Tiny's doing that, we're going to look at our research. I think we're already working on something. This is why I like to pin research, so I can see what I'm working on. All right, so can we pin this? No, can we pin that? No, I don't want you to cancel a task. I want you to pin the task. All right, so we can't do that. Pin node, is that... We can't pin this? I guess we can pin it if... I see. All right, so I guess we can pin it if we're not currently doing it. All right, so what we have now is this a good idea? Maybe I should put another gate here. I think I will. All right, so second gate going in right about there. So what we have here is, once our capture teams and ranger teams, well, mostly ranger teams, because capture teams are, you know, in their helicopter, our ranger team can just go straight through here to tend to our dinosaurs, and go from this paddock into this paddock without having to enter into this area. So we're gonna try and keep it simple for now. We've spent about $3 million, close to it, $3 million. So maybe 9 million wasn't enough. Maybe I'm just building too ambitiously. I don't know. Maybe I suck at this game. I don't know, but I love it so much. We're gonna keep playing it. All right, so we gotta get these. While we have our guy trying to source some bones that we can later synthesize, or DNA, we're gonna get some of these paddocks ready. So every dinosaur that I've ever encountered in this game needs one thing, and that thing is water. So we're gonna build just like a little paintbrush, you know, like Bob Ross style. Just gonna build out a little body of water there, and we're gonna build one over here as well. There we go. That's typically enough. The good thing about dinosaurs, they don't need much water. Most of them anyway. But that's a whole other thing for another day. Usually they do want some foresting, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it for now. What we are going to do, though, however, is we're going to pop these little ranger posts inside each of the paddocks. Now, this is what allows us to assign ranger teams to make sure the dinosaurs are okay. So you want coverage to be optimized, but you also don't want them having to drive through the paddock in a crazy way. You kind of want them to just be able to shoot in and shoot out. So let's try and put them by the door or the gate if we can. I know this is probably not the best coverage. We are having a bit of a overlap situation here, but like I said, I don't want, you know, sometimes your dinosaurs can freak out for one reason or another, and you don't really want the cars getting trashed. So here we are. Now we can assign our ranger teams. And we're going to go ahead and do that now. And we can assign a capture team as well. And I think every outpost, no, I'm sorry, every response facility comes with 2 ranger teams and 1 capture team. So in order to not overwhelm our guy, we're going to assign the ranger team 2 to this facility. And we're going to capture team 1. As you can see, there's another spot here for MVUs. And this is pretty much how you get your dinosaurs, how you attend to their medical needs. So we're going to need to build an MVU at some point. Is it MVU? No, I'm sorry. This is what I meant to say. Paleo Medical Facility. This is where the MVUs come from, but we can't build it yet because we have to research it first. And in order to do that, we're going to need a dinosaur. So that's what we're working on now. So we're going to let it play for a while. Now let's check our money. Yeah, we're not making any money right now because most of our money, all of our money actually, is being spent on upkeep. And it's pretty detailed stuff. Pretty detailed. You got charts over here. You have park rating breakdowns. Just very in depth. A lot to get in, you know, absorbed in. So we're gonna let the park run for a spell. So there's our helicopter. He's off to find some fossils. Meanwhile, if we slow this down and zoom in, you can see that our rangers are already getting a lay of the land here. Even though we don't have any dinosaurs in, this is kind of the route we can expect the ranger teams to take. So see how convenient that is? So he goes from one paddock into another paddock, and it's just beautiful. It just works. You know, it just works. All right, so the park is closed, and we are going to be losing money. But the good news is it's not going to be a lot of money because we're not really paying that many people. We're paying them, and that's pretty much it. Are we paying rangers? Well, I would imagine we are, but it's not saying that. All right, so down here in the bottom right, you guys can see, you have your little what do you call them? I don't know, pictographic representation of what's going on in your park. So it says Dinosaur Park Formation A. This is where we sent our guy to go dig up some fossils. So he should be back in about a minute. And we'll take those fossils, we'll take them to the Science Center, and we'll turn them into real live dinosaurs. But I think we need a, yeah, we might need a hatchery. Yeah, we're gonna need a hatchery. We don't need 2 hatcheries, just need 1 hatchery. Alright, so hatcheries allow us to incubate dinosaurs. I think, maybe we can just put it over here. Maybe put it over here. Yeah, we can do that. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we may even put it up here because I think, you know, it's such an out-of-the-way place. Why is it there? It does need a road connection. Oh, this is weird. Ugh, this is... Alright, so it's on the fence. We may end up putting it back here. Just calling it a day. But that might limit our options in terms of expansion. Oh, there's not a lot of space this way, so this might be the best option. Alright, so we may just go like this. Terrain constraints. Alright, so we'll just slide it down here a bit. Alright, so that was very important. I'm surprised I forgot to build that. Very, very, very important. This is how we make our dinosaur babies. So let's just extend the road here. Let's extend the road. Hey guys, if you're watching, thanks for watching. My name's Uno Delph, and the channel is called Uno Delphia for some reason. Today we're playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. It's a great game. So if you've ever played this game, you have any comments, any strategy, tips, suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Alright, so we just finished researching small power stations. So that's great news. Now if we go down here, you can see that we have unlocked... Okay, go away. Go away, you. Alright. We have unlocked a small power station. So now we have an actual alternative for producing power. A real solution. So essentially, we're gonna want to get these built up as soon as possible. We probably should just build one in this area because we should probably just build one in this area. Just get it connected up because you don't want to be relying on emergency generators because they're very expensive to fuel. Yeah, backup generators. It is just very expensive. Also, they're backup generators. They're not primary generators, so you shouldn't be using them as a primary source of power anyway. So we're going to get a power station built. We may just build it here because we do have a bunch of dead space. And I would like to get set up with some infrastructure as soon as possible. This is the right one, right? I selected the right one. Yeah, small power station. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Let's see if we can get a good snapping point here. That works, right? That works. Now you kind of want to future-proof your park as best you can. Now, just plan on people coming through these areas and plan on having to build more infrastructure later. So that's just know that's the thing when you're building is to just keep an eye out for. I guess that's something you get just experience, but know that you will be expanding everything. And even if you decide that, hey, maybe I'll just put this over here, it probably won't work that way. So just try and give yourself as much space as possible. Like I know that in the future, very soon, I'm gonna have to be building some more some facilities over here. Maybe a bathroom, maybe a shelter. Who knows? Because your guests will want that, and you want to keep them happy because they pay your salary, pretty much. All right, so we have our first dinosaur fossils here. Another thing you can find on expeditions, guys, you can find just old fossils that you can't synthesize new dinosaurs from, but you can sell for money. And money's great, right? We love money. All right, so fossils we find have levels, and they contribute a certain amount to the extraction slot. So essentially, you want to fill this up to completion, because once you do, let me just say this. The higher this is, the more customization you have over the dinosaur that you're synthesizing. So you want this to be as full as possible. So you want these to be as high quality as possible, but you don't want all of them to be as high quality as possible because certain ones contribute a certain amount to the extraction slot. So right now we only have 5. I don't even think this is enough to get an actual dinosaur out of, so we're just gonna do it anyway. Let's see, we need 3, so let's who hasn't been working too hard. And a couple welfare specialists and extraction man. Let's just put 2 welfare specialists on the job. All right, so these 2 lovely chaps, I'm sorry, one is a lady, sorry. These 2 lovely folks are gonna be working on synthesizing that fossil into something we can actually drop into our hatchery and turn into an actual dinosaur. Let's see what we can. No, we probably can't do anything. Let's just wait. I think I may be getting a bit ahead of myself. So once the power station is built, we're going to build up some infrastructure, get some power lines run, so we're not relying too much on a backup generator. Come on, thing takes forever to build. Hurry up! Hurry up! I don't think we need to wait to build the power lines, though, do we? I don't think so. No, we don't. Wait, right? Yeah, okay. No, we don't. Alright, so... where's my point? Where's my snap point? Is that it? Alright, so we're gonna try and make this as pretty as possible. I don't like to run power lines through paddocks, but I feel like sometimes it might be necessary. Now, is this straight? Yeah, that's pretty straight. Alright, so... we're gonna try and get the most of our lines here by running them as far as possible. So the way these work is they produce power in the general vicinity, but there are different modules you can use or different technologies to extend the range of the power. So in the case of this, we're gonna need a substation, and since we just started, how long have we started? 45 minutes ago? Wow, it's been 45 minutes already. Since we just started about 45 minutes ago, we don't have any technology. So we're just going to use the small substation for now. And you can see how the power grid gets extended. Just like our generator extends, it kind of works out in radius, which is much larger at this point than my small substation. But you see how it works out in a radius? So you kind of want as many things that use power covered as possible. So we can just kind of slip this in place of the pylon we built, which is kind of what I wanted to do. But first we want to see what kind of power what kind of coverage we're getting out of our power station. Now let's see what the coverage is. Is it built yet? Okay, so so now... Alright, so they don't generate a power field? I thought they generated a power field. Yeah, let's pause that. It might... Wait, where am I? Small. Okay. Must be connected to say... Okay, yeah, I know you need to be connected, but you don't generate power in your local area. That's interesting. Alright, maybe I miscalculated. This happened before. Alright, so we're going to build a substation. Do we build a substation? I don't know. I don't know. We may as well build one back here on this road. I mean, just to give this area some power. Why not? You know, we have money for now anyway. And we're going to need to... Let's just keep the power map up for now. So once that's built, that's going to give power to that area. We're going to want something in this area over here. So behind... Maybe I should just build it in the general same spot. Yeah, alright, so... No, excuse me, guys. You're going to want to make sure these buildings are covered. And we may end up having to build 2... Yeah, we might just go there. It might be the place for it. Alright, let's drop that down. Oh, okay, yeah, never forget that you have to connect it to the power grid. I can't see it now, though, so... Where are we connecting it? Here? Alright, so... I hate running power lines through paddocks. It just doesn't look nice. Alright, you have no power. I know. Calm down. Take it easy. We may just go up this way. And, back around this way. And come back to this substation. How's that going to look, though? Is that going to look good? I don't know. Well, we don't have a lot of space up here for doing stuff, so building infrastructure at the edge of the map is a general good idea, I found. So we're just gonna try and maybe drop it back a little bit. Yeah. So we're only spending about $500 per pylon at this point. So it's not bankrupting us, which is going to be a very tall order anyway because I'm very rich. So let's just get these power pylons set up nice and straight. Yeah, I know this is so unnecessary, but we're going to do it like this anyway. It might be a waste of space. I mean, I could just go like this. The straight lines, boy, do I love straight lines. So let's do that. All right, so we're probably gonna have to demolish this later because we're being very entitled about where we're putting these power lines. So let's see what the power grid looks like now that we've plopped down a couple substations. So we're still, our smaller substation is being overwhelmed by the larger backup generator. So what we're gonna do is, I shouldn't demolish it, but I'm going to demolish it because I do things like that. And let's just play it, and now we can get a better look at how our power grid is. All right, so nothing is in need of power at the moment. So far so good. I may even demolish these, but I know I'm going to need them at some point, so we might as well just leave them be for now. And I should be running another expedition. I don't know why I'm not. Let's try this one. We need to improve that genome. We need both of these guys. Let's just send this guy. So we're going to talk about this unrest bar that you just saw there in a little while. I myself have never fallen victim to having my scientists be, have a really ultra high unrest that they start plotting stuff against me. because I try and be as considerate as possible. Because we all know what it's like to be overworked at our jobs, don't we, guys? So, hey, guys, if you're just joining, thanks for watching. We're playing I'm sorry, I almost said Lost World. Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. And we're having a bit of a sandbox day. I tried not to change things around too much, but what I did do was I added contracts, which are just a nice way of adding some more RPG content, storytelling content to the game. And I turned off unlimited money because I thought that was just ridiculous. There's no real point if your money is unlimited. But I did give us high, not realizing that high meant $30 million. I think it was $32 million. So I feel a little bad about that, but you know, we've already spent $4 million. So we might have been able to pull this off because we're getting our first dinosaurs up. Soon I'll open the park and we'll have our customers in here walking around getting in trouble. So we may have been able to pull it off with 9 million, but I don't know. I got scared and chose the easy route. So but the good news is, look how nice and straight these lines are. It just looks so pretty. Okay.
I'm Claire Deer.
Select the monthly contract. Okay, so here we go. This is what I wanted to do. Now Claire is talking to us about our contracts. Oh, well, she was. Okay.
Here's an objective you should definitely take a moment to review.
Okay. Photograph your dinosaurs. That's easy. Increase the number of dinosaurs in the park. That's also easy. Oh, it's timed. I only have 10 minutes. Ooh, I don't have any dinosaurs. Oh, this one might be the obvious answer because... Wait, did we take that contract? I think this is the contract here. Yeah. Oh, no, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah, screwed that up. Okay, so we're not going to have 3 dinosaurs by a 10-minute cutoff. That's just not going to happen. So maybe that was a bad time. It was just a bad time, Claire. You screwed me. Thanks for that. We may open the park as soon as we get our first dinosaur down, because we need to start getting an income here. Come on, guys. We need more expeditions here. More expeditions. We can't really do anything because we don't have the manpower. Yeah, we just don't have the manpower right now. And we have to research to unlock it. We gotta research it. Wait, how do we do that? Research. Okay, as you can see here, species. This is how we get the ability to search, to go on certain expeditions. So we need to research the technology, and then we can begin the expedition. So we're gonna want a T-Rex because I love T-Rex. He's great. But it's going to take us a while to get T-Rex. So we're going to want some carnivores, even though they can be very dangerous. So our staff is busy because we only have 4 guys. But we're going to work on a carnivore next time we get a chance to do that. The bad news is, though, guys, is we're going to fail this contract. There's nothing I can do to fix this contract. There's no way I'll have 3 species of dinosaurs in this park in 9.5 minutes. So that hurts. That hurts a little bit. Also, is this paddock big enough? I don't know if it's big enough. Now I'm nervous. Some dinosaurs want a ton of space. I don't know if this is big enough. I may end up having to knock down these roads here. Oops, that's the wrong button. Knock down these roads here just to extend them this way. Which is probably not the worst idea. I probably should do it now while there are no dinosaurs here. This might be enough space. So look how big this area is. It's pretty big. Pretty big. Something is telling me it may not be big enough. Okay, now I'm doubting myself. So we may just like extend these down a bit. Give it a bit more girth. We have $30 million. We can do whatever we want. So that's what's awesome about being me. Just knock these roads down. Knock these fences down. Yeah, no, it's not connected. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's fine. It's all part of the plan. Okay, let's bulldoze these fences. And just we're gonna extend them a bit further because I'm nervous about the space. Don't want my dinosaurs freaking out. No, a bit more. We'll have a bit more, thank you. I think that should be fine, right? How much square footage did we just add to this park by doing that? I'm proud of myself. Yeah, because like I said, things are going to be happening, and they're going to be happening rather quick once you get off the ground. So you don't want to have to worry about not having enough space, and oh my god, what am I going to do? I already built up half the park. I have nowhere to put that pylon. I have nowhere to put that track for the, you know, the amusement attraction. I don't want to have to worry about that later. So I just want to make sure, like I said, I want to future-proof this park as much as possible. So where I don't have to concern myself with the things such as that. Such train? Yeah. Alright, so let's bring this one down. And we're just going to clean it up a bit now. So we're going to knock this down. Now, I do have power lines running to the paddock, just like I said I did not want. I think I just demolished these. We're getting our money back pretty much. I think we're about 500 bucks a piece. So, just going to run new power lines. That's it. Just that simple. Alright, we're going to have to run new roads, so why not run new power lines? Alright, so let's bring this down. This way. I swear to God, I have the noisiest neighbors on Earth. It's 2 people. Why? How can 2 people create so much noise? It just makes no sense. If you guys are watching this now or later on YouTube or whatever, because we put a lot of our videos on YouTube when we're done, let me know if you ever lived to this insane neighbors that just make so much noise at all times. It's just insane. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see here. Let's extend this road a bit more. Alright, so the park is still looking very sexy. It's a very sexy park. Let's build the road here. It's costing us a nice bit of money. Not that much, though. I mean, we might not have been the best planned endeavor. That road is not straight. That is not a straight road. Yeah, what the hell, dude? Try and sneak that crooked road in here? Not on my watch. Not on my watch, America. Alright, let's extend that. Alright, so now we can just extend this all the way across. And down here. There we go. And let's just pretty that up. Let's beautify the place. Alright, so now we got a lot of symmetry going on here. Those roads aren't exactly lining up, but not a huge deal. Now, I will demolish this road, but I know that I'll probably end up replacing it later with the road that looks pretty much the exact same way as that one just did. But for now, we're gonna proceed. Also, we're gonna need viewing galleries, which is extremely important. This is how people see our dinosaurs. So we're gonna need to build a few of these. Yeah. One there for starters, probably good. And we're gonna need another one because you can see like there's a faint shadowing there. You can see where the viewing space sort of ends. We're gonna need more than one, but gosh, this can be a little bit difficult sometimes trying to plan this out. Now, I do have plans for this space here, which is why I made it so big. And those plans will become evident as soon as I get the park open. But for now, we're gonna have to be a little bit inefficient with the way this is set up. Yeah. Yeah, I might just do 2 of these, one up top, one on the bottom. I think that might be the easiest way to go about doing this. And we're gonna... Is that on the road? Did that snap? No, it's not snapping. Alright. All right, so that is on the fence. All right, so we're gonna need that. I shouldn't have put this here. I'm gonna have to demolish this. Wait, can I demolish it? No, I can. Wait, I'm just gonna move it. Can I move it? I don't think I can yet because it's not in the process of moving. I'm sorry, it's in the process of being built. Okay, so we're gonna need to build another viewing spot down here. All right, so we have a new viable genome, and that means that we can start synthesizing them into the park. But first, we're gonna have to destroy the road again. Because we can't put a viewing facility over the top of a road. So roads come after we put our viewing facilities down. So one here and one here. It's just costing a little bit of money. Yeah, it's not that expensive. So I'm not saying it would have been impossible. This is a bit of a waste here, though. I'm not saying it would have been impossible to build with 9 million. If I were just smart about it, I could probably build with 9 million, but I'm gonna have a bit of fun today, guys. I'm gonna have a bit of fun. And in that vein, thanks for watching. Because it's fun hanging out with you guys. Let's see here. All right, I'm digging the straight line so far. Ooh, that's not entirely accurate, is it? OCD, baby. That's not entirely straight, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I should do double paths. I think that would look really cool. So what I mean by that is extending it this way as well. So, you know, the visitors, not pedestrians, sorry, the visitors to our park don't have to walk. They can choose not to walk directly into the viewing gallery. Let's pull this here. It's a little close, but that's no problem. Alright, so things are coming together. And I promise, guys, this will pay off very soon. Look how straight that is. My God, that's straight. Oof. Something about a straight line, guys. I don't know what it is. Just gets me going. Alright, so we're going to need to get our power infrastructure built up a bit more. Sorry about this. We're going to just extend downward. In a straight line. You guessed it, in a straight line. So what we're going to do is we're going to build our pylons first, and we're going to replace them with substations. Now, we're going to make sure that... Let's get a better angle on this. I'll make sure that we're getting the most out of our pylon spacing. Yes, we're paying the most, but we're getting good coverage, so it's worth it. I can't tell if that's straight or not. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now these are dirt cheap. 500 bucks? Hell yeah. Hell yes. Alright, so these have no paths. And I think our best bet is going to be to attach the path through the middle here. But that might interfere with the power distribution. But if that does happen, because I don't think we can get one through here. Yeah, I doubt it. So this might be our only option. Oof. Alright, so it doesn't look straight. Alright, so we did run a power line through here not long ago, but got a bit of separation. My only complaint, guys, is we're getting rid of all the beautiful trees. And that's just very unfortunate. Can we just extend this all the way around? Just to give people more options? Let's just extend that up the hill. Alright. So we got that going. Oh no, what was that? I didn't mean to do that. Can we just stop it here? Stop it there. Okay, okay. So let's finish extending our roads. So everything is connected up. Alright, now do these need power? They do need power. So for some reason... Alright, so that might have been a good thing. I'm going to try an experiment as soon as everything's built up. Alright, so we have synthesized... Well, no we don't. We haven't done it yet. But we do have enough to synthesize a dinosaur. And this is our first dinosaur. So here he is. This is where the game really takes off, in my opinion. Because this button here, modify genome, just super exciting. Like all the possibilities that you can come up with. So you have traits here. They're broken up into 3 categories: health, social, and combat. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm just going to briefly go through some of these. Now you need to do a research to even be able to perform some of this gene modification, but some of them are available from the beginning. Whoa. And when you click on them, they'll take you to the research screen and you can begin the research there. Oh, we don't even have enough skill to research this one, so something to consider. But we can modify what we already have. So we do have access to one of its health traits, and it's longevity. So we can influence the longevity of this creature by infusing it with DNA from other reptiles. In this case, they're reptiles, but so we're just gonna go ahead and make sure it gets a chance now. So what we've done is we've added a chance for these. So if we take that away, all right, so this is what we have based on our current setup of the genome of this dinosaur. So if we add our modification, as you can see up here, modifications available, we add our 1 modification, we now have a chance of getting 25% chance of all dinosaurs from this specific genome to be born with this trait, long-lived. So we're just gonna hit save and exit, because that's great. That's pretty much all we can do right now, because we haven't researched enough of this dinosaur's genome. So now we can just assign some of our doctors to get started. So we're gonna take a brief moment to talk about unrest as well. So basically, like I was touching on a bit before, all people have a limit. They'll only do so much work before they get tired of working and need a break. So that's what this bar means. Once your doctors, your scientists reach a certain level, this will turn red and bad things can start to happen. So you need to make sure they're arrested. But that's not usually a problem I have. I try not to overwork my staff. So we're just gonna synthesize this dinosaur right now, so we can have something in our park, because right now we have nothing. And once you do that, it shows you the potential for a batch size and the expected survival rate of the eggs in the batch. So once we do that, we go back out, and we'll have an option to release those eggs. Well, once they're synthesized, we're going to have an option to keep, select the eggs we want to keep. Okay, let's see what we got here. Guest attraction. Yeah, this is going to be very important. We need to get that going immediately. Wait. Attraction? Let's pin that. We can pin this guy, right? No, we can't. Why can't we pin it? Why can't we pin this? Alright, so we'll do that later. Alright, so synthesis is complete. And now they're ready for incubation. So we have 6 viable eggs. And, oh, gosh. And 4 of the 6 are born with negative traits, as you can see down here. So 4 of them are going to be born with the skittish perk, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But it's suboptimal anyway, but we really can't be choosers, because we just need to fill our park with dinosaurs as soon as possible at this point. This is where having a high welfare skill comes into play, because I can just send one of these guys to handle this, and it won't be a problem. So let's just send this guy Tani. All right, Tani. So in 30 seconds, we'll have 7 dinosaurs in our park. That will be fantastic. I may just open the park with the 7 dinosaurs we have. I should research attractions before I do that. I think I might do that, because we're gonna need to keep the guests happy while they're in our park. Experiment number 1. All right, so once these fences are built, these things should be powered, right? Yeah, those are powered, because they're okay. So now this is confusing. All right, so let me just check the power usage here. We're only using 39 of 60. So that's good. And I think that they're being connected. I don't know how. I guess the power in the substation. Yeah, the power station is powering these pylons? I thought the pylons had to be connected to a substation in order to produce power. Perhaps I'm mistaken. Okay, well that's cool. All right, so the experiment I wanted to perform was if I broke this wall, would that have any effect on power? I think the answer is no. So we may just break this wall here, and we may run a path up this hill. Let's make sure it's straight. It's got to be a straight path though. Can't be windy. Otherwise, people might slip. All right. Booyah. Booyah. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Uno Delph, and this is Uno Delphia. Today we're playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. It's a great game. I'm loving it so far. Alright, so if you're just joining, we just synthesized some eggs. So they're ready to go. These are our first dinosaurs into our park. So we're just going to release them directly into the paddock. We're not going to airlift them, which is also an option. So we're going to get a nice little cutscene as these little guys go on their first journey. Here we go.
Wow. Just wow. I knew you could do it.
So she counts it as a win, Dr. Deering. Is she a doctor? Oh.
Hey, my name is Isaac Clement.
What's up, Isaac?
Great to finally meet
So
you.
here our dinosaurs go.
Because the dinosaurs can't wait to meet you too.
I'm very ready. Now, this is the most important part. When you first get them, they're going to want to expand their territory, as you can see here. You need to make sure that they're comfortable. So he's got a problem here. He's missing a forest, and he's missing ground leaf. So now what we can do is go here. And you have a little list of items over here that correspond to the needs of the dinosaur. So if you select on them, you see what they provide. So this leafy climbers will satisfy the ground leaf need of our strut dinosaurs. So we're going to just cover this entire... Oops, wrong button. We're going to cover this entire paddock with leafy climbers. Let's make this as big as possible so you can just kind of brush the ground, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it that well because it's very dark outside now. Just going to brush the ground. There we go. Make sure these guys have what they want. I like to just try and paint the whole thing. It's kind of a waste of money, but we've already established that we have infinite money. Well, not infinite, but $30 million is a lot of money. I don't see us ever going over that budget. So, as you can see, we've satisfied the ground leaf need, and all we need now is to pop some trees down. And we're just gonna brush those on, just like this. Gonna try and be accommodating as possible to these little guys. All right, so remember those plans I mentioned earlier? What I intend on doing with this is building a tour track right through the middle of this. We're gonna just bring it around here, something like that, around this body of water. We may end up editing this body of water because it's a little oddly shaped. Maybe I got carried away, but at some point we're going to run a tour through this paddock, so the guests can get up close and personal to the dinosaurs. So that's going to be really cool. So having done that just now, our little guys, you can see this guy's the alpha because he has a little crown next to his name, and that matters because when certain dinosaurs are alphas, their traits can be passed along to other dinosaurs in their group, which is very, very cool. Right now, we're looking at the traits, as you can see. You can also change the color of the dinosaurs if that's your thing. We may end up doing that a bit later. But the most important thing on the screen, besides the traits, are going to be the dinosaur's current appeal. And it's pretty low, as you can see. It's not even a half a star. Something we're going to have to work on.
Look at an
Okay, so
look at this latest dinosaur.
Isaac is
This
speaking with
Rufio
us.
Minus. And tell me you don't see a connection. This is one of the more bird-like dinosaurs that we've brought back from extinction. It literally has a beak instead of teeth. It's an herbivore that prefers to move in herds. Overall, a fantastic addition to the park.
I like that. So your staff will comment. All right, so now we can build a paleo-medical facility. So that's good. So that means we can take care of our dinosaurs when they get sick. Yeah, all right. So wait, did we actually unlock them? No, I missed it. Expedition complete. Is it because it's on pause? What's happening? Why can't I pull this up? No. No. Alright, well. Sometimes the game acts a little weird. Why is my keyboard not working? My keyboard is dead. Oh no, poor keyboard. Alright, so guys, we've been running for about an hour and 15. We're going to take a quick break. And we're going to welcome some more dinosaurs into our park. And I'm going to see if I can fix my keyboard. So we're going to be gone for about 5 or 6 minutes. But I appreciate your patience. Please stick around and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, my keyboard died. It's a bummer. So we're using a non-mechanical keyboard. The downside to that, guys, is you won't get to hear that clickety-clack in the background. So, if you're a weirdo who likes things like that, I apologize. So, where was I? Oh yeah, we just released our brand new dinosaurs into the park. It's more like a habitat at this point because the park is not yet open, but we got 7 healthy baby dinosaurs and they're ready to rock and roll. We're gonna need as many more as fast as possible, but I think with their birth comes the advent of adding things for our guests. Now, do we have amenities? Yes. So we just unlocked a few of these. So these are going to be very important once our guests start milling about the park. So let's go ahead and open Jurassic World. Yeah, let's do it. We got a nice big gate here. Let's do it. Because I think we're losing money at the moment. Yeah, we're definitely losing money. Yeah, we're losing 70K per month. But let's open a Jurassic Park. All right, so this is what we got already. 50 guests, and they break down like this: general and nature lovers. So we're gonna have to try and increase their comfort. Not making any money yet, but we're now open for business. So let's see over here. I think it's more attractions. Right, so what we're looking for is probably this. Probably this. The viewing platform and... well, we don't have any flying dinosaurs yet. But we're going to want them as soon as possible. Now, I should be constantly researching fossils. Don't know why I'm not. So we need to get on that immediately. So we've unlocked a few more we can research. Now, oh god, the Nasuter, this guy, he's just a tiny little triceratops, apparently. Why can't I speak today? The Dilophosaurus and the Ceratosaurus. Those are available right now to... okay, we do have some over in Europe as well. Yeah, it's the same species. What about in South America? Nothing. Okay, these are all locked still. Nothing in Australia, mate. Alright, so we're just gonna... probably not the Dilophosaurus, because those little guys can be tricky. Let's go for... yeah, let's get... maybe we shouldn't get a carnivore, because that might hurt my plan. Yeah, as you can see, the unrest is building pretty fast. So it's something we got to keep our eye on. Otherwise, it can become a problem down the line. So let's resume. Okay, so I wish Dave would come already to see what's going on, for Pete's sake. All right, so we should be seeing our guests come down the ramp any moment now. Here we go. There they are, our beautiful guests. So soon they'll be milling around the park, checking out the dinosaurs, complaining about what they don't have. Just like the spoiled people they are, because they're probably super rich if they can come to an island in the middle of the ocean and see some damn dinosaurs. And so they're going to be walking around soon, and they're going to be telling us what they need. And if we want to make our park successful, we're going to have to cater to those needs as best we can. So that's the next step. But we need to always be researching dinosaurs, because we need to keep... because our dinosaurs will die eventually. That's why longevity is something that you can try and increase in the dinosaur's genome. But let's just take a look at our guys. Let's see how they're doing so far. How's this guy doing? Alright, so his comfort is 100%. And if we go in here, we can see why it's 100%. So he's currently in perfect condition. His environmental needs are more than satisfied. He's no problem with cohabitation, although we are a bit higher than his optimal cohabitation. Whether I should say population zone. We're a bit higher than that, so it's not a problem. But if we go here, you can see a bunch more stats. So expected lifespan, his metabolism, his diet, what he's worth if we wanted to sell him, yada yada yada. how many fights he's been in, how many kills he's performed, how many fences he's broken, scars, so much, his attack rating, his defense rating, so much. It just goes on and on and on. Now, I think this guy is a threat level. All right, down here you can see he's only a 1. So the fences we have up now are... All right, so we have researched a few things here. Excellent. All right, so we're getting more genomes to research, which is always good news. Yeah, Hadrosaurus. Excellent work, guys. So we're gonna want to... Well, I don't think the guests are... Well, the guests are definitely gonna need bathrooms. That's something they're absolutely gonna need, but they're not really in the park yet, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. So far the park has a 0.5-star rating, so there you go. Let's see where the guests end up going. I mean, we really only have one paddock that's active that can be seen from a viewing gallery. All right, so our expedition is complete. Whoa, we got a lot here, guys. All right, so let's start selling off the ones we can't synthesize. So we're just going to sell that 40k, 40k. These are viable. This is also viable. This one can be sold. So these are viable. Okay, so here we go. Let's try and get this Triceratops. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but this is called the tiny Triceratops. Pop that in. That's 6. We need 2. Let's get 2 2s if we can. So this is a good start. And we're gonna assign our scientists. This guy Crowther is good at extraction. Nope, but he's not. Can he do it? Oh, he needs help. Who's not pissed at me yet? Newland. Okay, get to it. Get to it, you two. All right, now we're gonna need to keep running expeditions. We need more staff. That's just the bottom line. How do we get more staff? We need a staff center. Okay. That's not a problem. Also, we need... Oh my goodness, I can't believe I haven't built a medical facility. What am I thinking about? Oh, we have to research it? Alright, so the good news is... these guys, they're gonna love me. Alright. Yeah, we gotta keep our eye on Tawny, because his unrest is gonna start turning red soon. Alright, so... I promise, Tawny, the last thing I'll ask you for, and then I'll give you a break. I promise. Alright, so we're gonna need to build some more stuff, like a staff center, I think it said, right? Staff center? I think it was, yeah, staff center. Okay, just double checking, So, staff center. Do we have that? No, we have to, oh my god, I have to research so much. Alright, so we'll just sit back, and see how things unfold. As far as attractions go, we're gonna want the gyro ball attraction. Yeah, the gyro station is... I'm pretty excited about that. So, we need 500 guests. Okay, I think we can pull that off, right? We're gonna need to build a hotel so they can stay. Also, we're gonna need to build a monorail station. My question is... No. Yeah, we have to unlock everything. That's okay. That's okay. It just makes my streams longer, which means I get to hang out with you guys more. So, it's the best part of my day. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're watching now, or if you're watching later, or if you're watching on another platform such as YouTube, we're playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. It's a very fun game, very in-depth, and it's just gorgeous as well. Once we get some of the dinosaurs walking around the park, you're going to see how pretty this game really is. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so we have a new viable genome, which means we can start synthesizing them immediately, which is what I want to do because, to be honest, we just got one type of dinosaur in our park right now, and that's no bueno. So let's modify his genome best we can. Try and make him a bit more passive and social. So we can't do any of this yet. Yeah, so... Yeah, okay. Oh, did we finish with the science center? The staff center, I mean? I keep getting those confused. That one's new. Alright, we can build this, but we can't build that. Ooh, Oops. Okay. Well, we're gonna need to build a paleo medical facility because we need to keep our dinosaurs healthy, because that's the whole point of this endeavor. If we build it too far out, we're not gonna get the power draw from that small substation, but that's probably fine. We're probably gonna need to, like I said, start expanding our infrastructure. We're gonna move this over a bit, and we're gonna drop another path just to add some more structure, some more bones to the place. Because like I said, one of the most important things in a game like this is trying to future-proof as best as you can. Is that straight? Is that straight? Yeah, straight, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to want to think about the future when we're building a park. Oops, that was a mistake. All right, let's close that back. Close that back. Go over here. And we're going to drop our paleo medical facility. We're going to try and pull that back. It's just out of the range. Maybe I should try... Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? This is what we're going to do. We're going to try and keep all our facilities close as possible for a number of different reasons. Oh, God, that doesn't look straight. You guys are going to hear that a lot from me. Is that straight? It doesn't look straight. Is that straight? Is it... I'm sorry, I can't help it. Alright, so we can just get this in, I think. Come on, work with me, work with me. Okay, I guess we gotta do it this way. Alright. It's not a problem. Come on, you're not straight. Can we snap? How do we put on snap? Toggle angle snap shift. Alright, so there we go. Snap to that angle. And you can't forget the road. But we are just out of the range of that small substation. Yeah, so also you're going to want to check. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I know earlier I made it seem like backup generators are just a bad idea outright. You know, full stop. But they're not. You never know what may happen. You may lose infrastructure during a storm, bad weather, because that's a thing in this game. And you're going to want to have something running in the background. Because if, you know, you lose power because your station got blown up, you're gonna have dinosaurs running around eating people, and that ain't good. So these are great and you do want them, but you don't want to rely on them, is the message I was trying to convey. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear, but you do want these. These are good. These are very good. So we're gonna plop one down, trying to find a good spot for it. Maybe here? No, maybe here. Yeah. Oh, it's too high? Gosh. Okay, I'm sorry about the hemming and hawing, guys. I just don't want to make too many mistakes. I mean, yeah, you can just reset them, but you are wasting money when you do that. So we started with a little over 31 million, closer to 32 million, and now we're down to 27 million. So we've spent about 5 million, give or take, just getting the park open in a place where it can be open and have a, 2 dinosaur species ready to go. So what are we doing with this guy? Are we building him? What's going on? Okay, so this is what I meant. As you can see, Tani's not doing so hot. His unrest meter has gone red. As you can see, the rest of these meters have also gotten pretty high. So we're going to want to go over to Tani and say, Tani, don't worry about it, buddy. I feel you. And we're going to go ahead and give you a day off because you're that great. Oh, we need a staff center. Oh, okay, so Tani's going to be pissed. Let's see, staff center. Staff center. Where are the staff centers? Oh my lord, so I have to send Tani on another research mission. Before we can rest them. I'm sorry, Tani. Don't leave me. Alright, it's Tani. He's gonna be pissed, but it's okay. Tani, come on, we're all family here, Tani. Alright, so now that we have a paleo medical facility, if you guys have been watching since the beginning of the stream, let me just do something. I'm sorry, I hate to break away like that into a non sequitur, but gonna have to burn this. I'm gonna try this instead. More centrally located. That's way too big. Let's take it down a notch. Most dinosaurs don't need a lot of water, so I want to keep the water centrally located as best as I can, simply because... Ooh, they're gonna be pissed. Sorry guys, I should have done this before you got here, but I'll give you some more water, don't worry about it. Because I want to run tracks. Specifically gyropod tracks. What is it called? Gyro station tracks around these. That's why I want them in the middle. So what we're gonna have is we're gonna have a gyro station, which is gonna allow our... If you guys watch the movie, when they were in those little balls, those little spheres, and we're running through the park, you know, checking out dinosaurs. We're gonna have one of those in this game. And that's good. That's an attraction, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, attractions. So that's going to keep our guests happy. And gyro station boosts. All right, so let's go into some details here. And we're solvent this month. Wow, we're actually making money. Okay, good. That's excellent. But I wanted to show you the park rating, because the guests still ain't happy. Now we can go into specific details. Okay, now we can see what these things mean, just so we can get an idea of what's what. The white crowd, it sounds a bit weird. The white audience is the general audience. The orange one with the flame next to the name, they like adventure. Green is nature, and gold is luxury. It's a nice crown. So once you see these around in terms of attractions, you'll see who they appeal to, as you can see. Can I get it? No? Okay, as you can see here, this appeals to thrill seekers and luxury guests. So this is always something you have to balance when you're building a park. You know what I mean? This one appeals to general purpose guests, and this one appeals to nature guests. So after I've given my guys a rest, because they've been working really hard, we're going to build a staff center in a moment. All right, so now we can go here, and now that we have our paleo medical facility built, we can assign a MVU, mobile vet unit. So MVU, the only downside about MVUs is just you only get one, as opposed to the ranger teams. You get 2 ranger teams per response facility, which is a bit, I don't know, I guess. I don't know why they did that to make the game a bit harder, but it is what it is. So, what are we doing now? What's going on, guys? You know what? I know what's going on. Okay, yep, amenity coverage is low. I know you guys can't see that, but it says the guests are complaining about the lack of amenities, so we need to make sure we get our amenities placed down. So that's exactly what we're going to do. But as soon as we're finished researching the staff center, we're going to rest everyone. All 4 of our guys are going to rest, so we can have them good to go. So our guests are complaining about low amenities, so let's start putting some down. In terms of food, there's no food, they're saying, so we're gonna get some food coverage down. They need beverage coverage, and they need gift shop coverage. So we're gonna have to plop all 3 of these things down. And where should they go? Now, part of me is just thinking we should maybe locate it central here. Just put 2, maybe all 3 of them in the same area here. Maybe put a hotel over here. That could work. All right, so let's do that. First things first. Restaurant. Because who doesn't like to eat? I like to eat. All right, so small amenity. Should be good enough for now. Let's spin the camera around a bit and try and size this up. So... Okay, so it is snapping. I don't want it to snap at all times. Alright, so let's just... it's still snapping. Alright, wait, rotate that. I don't want them flush with the road, but I do want them to snap. Alright, that's 1. Yep, so that's the food amenity. We're gonna want another amenity, but this one's going to be beverage class amenity. We're gonna want to spin this guy around a bit. Right there, it's good. And we're gonna want one more in the form of a gift shop amenity. Let's get that camera up there. Give it a good size. Space it a bit better. And plop it on down. I don't think that's straight. Probably isn't. That's not straight either. Okay, this hurts, but we're gonna power through it, guys. We're probably gonna need to build. We're definitely gonna need to build a substation behind them to get some power going here. But that was always part of the plan, so no big deal. No big deal. We want to make sure we're getting coverage on all three. Can we spin that way? Yeah, that should be just fine. All right, so es importante. All right, it's connected to the grid, right? Come on, hurry up. Yeah, it's connected to the grid. Excellent. All right, so let's check on our power production, or rather, yeah, we know what our production is, but what about our consumption? All right, we're consuming 35 of 60 power. That seems low for some reason. I don't know. All right, so let's get these facilities connected to the roads. Okay. Well. All right, so they're connected to the roads, which means we can get a readout of how they're doing now. While that's going on, probably gonna need to build some more amenities, such as emergency shelters in case dinosaurs get out and start killing people. We should put one right behind this line. I think that'd be cute. Yeah, like literally right outside the viewing area. If you see someone being killed by a dinosaur, just run to the shelter. It's that simple. All right, so we've just completed the staff center, so that's good news. Now we're just going to plop one down immediately. Not only will this enable us to rest our current staff, but I think it will also allow us to to hire new staff. So that's always good. Let's get this one right here. I kind of want to leave some space. You know what? Let's just do it. Plop it down there. All right, so we need to get this connected up to the road ASAP. I kind of like where we're going here. Like, I know the guests have to come by all this, you know, the business side of things before they can get into the action side of things. But I like how I have this kind of set up because, you know, if for nothing else, power consumption, you know, things aren't spread out. We don't need that many things plopped around yet, so we're saving money, in my mind at least, in that way. And we're being really efficient about where we're putting down our buildings. Okay, what do we got? Park rating is not yet 1 star, but we are making money, guys. We are making money, and it only cost us, where were we at? Cost about 5 million, so we probably could have done it with 9 million. All right, we got another contract from Mr. Cabot Finch. Let's see. Sell more tickets. Increase your rating. I'm just gonna sell more tickets. Yeah, because I don't like timers. Might be cowardly. Am I a coward? Maybe. I don't know. 10 minutes might not be that bad, right? Because we're gonna have some so a bird in the hand, though, as they say. So let's just take the short thing.
Paleo curation business, sure, but people only hear that paleo part. However, it's that second business part that's really at our core.
Okay. Thank you, Cabot. Okay. Now. We can rest these guys because they're working ultra hard. So thank you for your help. You guys literally make the park what it is. And as a thank you, we're going to hire some more scientists so we can spread the load around a bit more. I need a new chair, guys. I'm sorry. This thing is creaky and I feel like it's sinking into the ground. Sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Well, Prime Day's coming up, right? So maybe I'll get a chair for Prime Day. You know, next time you see me, I'll have a super awesome chair. Okay, let's see. What's our weak point in terms of our staff? Oops, that was the wrong button. Let's view our scientists. All right, so I wish they would give you an aggregate score of your current abilities. I know we couldn't. I think we couldn't research something because we just didn't have. What's the beaker? A genetics. Our genetic skill was too low. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go one genetic scientist and we're gonna go one logistic scientist, because I think right now we have more than enough welfare, and we could always train our scientists. This is not the end all be all. This is just their base stats. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and increase our genetics. So we're just gonna go with the highest geneticist here, which seems to be this man here, Jacob Barton. So Jacob, welcome to the team. We're gonna recruit you. And we're gonna recruit a logicist. Oh, it does show you here an aggregate score. Okay, good. So yeah, we're gonna need someone to increase our logistics. So the highest logistics man here is, or woman, sorry. Oh, okay. Vanessa Murdoch. Hey, she's a nice looking lady. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and hire her. Welcome to the team, Dr. Murdoch. That really helps, because now what's our aggregate score? Wish it would show it on this screen. Yeah, we're cooking with fire now, so we shouldn't have too many restraints on what we can actually afford to research. So, hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Uno Delph, and the channel is called Uno Delphia because I like to name things after myself for some mysterious reason. And today we're playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. We're playing sandbox mode, so that means we're not running in campaign, we're not running chaos theory mode, and we're not running the new DLC, which I haven't played yet, but I really want to, so stick around, we may get into that as well. So the park is doing okay so far. You know, we're solvent now, we can pay our bills, but we've only got one species of dinosaur in the park so far, and that's problematic. So we're gonna go ahead and synthesize the baby's Triceratops over here, because we got two new doctors and they can handle it. Barton and Murdoch. Let Barton and Murdoch handle it. So we're gonna try and get some more doctors. As you can see here, the Z's mean that someone's resting. So we got 5 scientists recovering and 2 working on synthesizing another dinosaur. So let's check on our dinosaurs. So a feature I haven't demonstrated yet, guys, is the map view. This gives you a bird's eye view of pretty much everything in your park and how it all connects together. So I wanted to check on my dinosaurs in a quick way. I could just click them like this, and I go right to them, and you can see how they're doing. So far so good. They're looking good. Their genetic profile is not the strongest. In fact, their genetic profile only has weaknesses so far, but we take what we can get in the beginning. We have to pay our dues, and we'll get there. So we've already synthesized a baby Triceratops. 5, that's great. So here's the thing to consider, though, before we start releasing more dinosaurs into an already occupied paddock, is let's go back to the map view, because it's easier to find our guys that way. Let's go check our alpha, and it'll tell you who they like and don't like. So when you are considering cohabitation between different species, whether that's 1 species, 2 species, however many you plan on adding, dinosaurs have likes and dislikes. So I don't see them as having beef with the mini Triceratops. So we may end up just releasing them directly into this paddock, as opposed to having them airlifted to the next paddock. We may use the other one. No, let's be smart about it. We may just put our carnivores over there, because that's the next step I want to do. So we're gonna. I don't see this as being a problem. That's an expression for you, right? One to remember me by. We should build Carnivores on this side. Just because I like the idea of knowing who's where. I don't want everyone just on top of one another. So we're going to build another fence on this side. And we're going to put our first carnivore over here. Try and get as close as possible. Not too close, though. Want to leave a bit of space, but shouldn't really matter too much on this side. All right, so there we go. It's a good line there. That doesn't look straight. Is it straight? Why is straight? You're not straight. It's coming, like, it's encroaching upon the road. Why is it so hard for this game to just create a straight line? For the love of Peter. For the sake of Peter Griffin. It's ridiculous. All right, so let's try this again. I'm gonna have to freehand this thing because the game's right. Can we? No, that's not something we can do. All right, so we're just gonna. Okay. All right, we're just gonna freehand it. All right now. All right now. Okay. Plenty of space for our first carnivore. Also, these fences are abysmal. We need to get some more fences because this is not going to work. Typically, dinosaurs don't go thrashing about unless they have really bad genes, like a really bad, genetic profile in terms of traits. If you keep them placated. Meaning, if you can keep their comfort high, I've had a situation in one of my other playthroughs where I had a T-Rex, and if you guys have seen the movies, that's just about as dangerous as it comes. And I had it behind like a level 3 fence, and it was no problem. And I was able to keep it happy until I was able to research level 5 fence, the non-electrified fence. So it worked. If you're smart about it and if you focus on keeping your dinosaurs happy, it's really not a big deal that they're behind fences with low security ratings, so long as your guests feel safe. And if you go down here, go back, go here, park rating, guests right here, safety rating, right? So the guests are at 100% approval. They think dinosaurs are being ethically treated, that we're preventing any potential incidents. The safety in the park is high. It is for now, because we only have one dinosaur, and the security level of that dinosaur is 1, but the default fences are 2, so it's not like they can break down the fence. So right now the guests are very happy about how we're doing it, and the publicity is high. Transportation rating, that's weird. It's 96, maybe because the park is not big yet, so maybe we don't have to worry about making monorails and stuff for now, which is always good news. We can focus on just increasing who's in the park. So they're happy with the restroom coverage, which is interesting because I don't remember building any restrooms, so I don't know where they're going to pee right now. Maybe there's restrooms inside the amenities there, inside the gift shop. I don't know. Shelter coverage, they're happy about, and overall accommodation rating is 91. So yeah, we can really break down what's going on in the park, which is one of the reasons why I really like this game, man. I really like it. Okay, so let's break down our ticket sales from last month. We're mostly getting nature and general crowds. We're not really appealing to the adventurer, thrill seeker audience or the super rich luxury audience. So the adventure guys want gyro spears, which I will build very soon, and so do the luxury guys. They also want hotels. Now, hotels are something that I can easily build. I believe we have the ability to build a small hotel right now. So yeah, we do. For 100K, that's not bad. So we're gonna go ahead and build one. Oh shit. All right. Okay. Yes. I see. Maybe we'll build it here. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea because, The guests like to see the dinosaurs. That's what that blue circle means. That's what all this blue means. It means are the dinosaurs visible, essentially. So, yeah, we might just build it right next to the carnivore paddock. Let's build a luxury hotel right next to the carnivore paddock. Like, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it up. Should we do that? We could go here. I mean, they want to see dinosaurs. I think I might do that. Let me just check, because I typically like to build a park where all of the operations buildings are close to one another. Yeah, so I think we've built all of them except for... Yeah, we've built them all. So, the remaining space... I mean, obviously we're going to end up building more paleo facilities and response facilities because although they can be upgraded, as you can see here, upgrade slots too. In the beginning, it's going to be harder to upgrade them. It's just going to be easier just to build a second facility. So that's probably what we're going to do in the beginning. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Today we're playing some Jurassic World Evolution, and it's a fantastic game. We're playing it right now on Xbox Game Pass. We're playing it on PC. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. We're playing it on PC, but we're using Xbox Game Pass PC edition. If you're interested in checking it out, I think they may have a promotion going on. I was able to secure 3 months for $1, something fantastic like that. So, you know, if you check it out, I know some people don't like it and they say that there's not enough AAA content on there, but the indie games on there are sensational. Smaller label games, sensational. So if you're looking for something to do this summer, check it out. You know, maybe I'll see you on there. All right, so what we're going to do is, I was thinking about destroying this paddock, but we're not going to do that. We're going to just extend it some more. And we're going to try and demonstrate the importance of interconnectivity. Now, the park may seem, for a lack of a better word, segregated in terms of where everything is located. But we're going to change that because there is a benefit to having some interconnectivity. So what we're going to want is, like I said, that hotel, because we're going to want to appeal to people. Yeah, the rich people, super rich people. So we're going to just plop this down right here. We should just put it... Hang on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. What are you working on? Nothing? Okay. Okay, sorry about that, folks. This is busy. We're busy. Let's put it like that. Okay, so let's plop this down here. And that should be a good spot, right? We may even give them like a small body of water behind the building just to spice things up a bit. All right, so I don't think we're still using that same power. And how much does this building use? It doesn't say yet. No power source. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to build another power station just because I feel like this grid is soon gonna be overwhelmed. Oh wait, we're only using 25 power out of a potential 60, so we have 35 unused power. We might be fine. We might be fine. Let's go ahead and select these eggs. Oh, all of them have good traits. As you can see, no negative traits. Oh, this is great. This one is even docile. Just hope he's the alpha. Oh no, this one's the alpha. Yeah. Oh, maybe this one is. I don't know, maybe they'll fight it out, which is also pretty cool. Sometimes dinosaurs can fight each other, I guess, for dominance. I'm not even talking about like different species. I'm talking about just like each other, like, you know, and they're just chilling out and all of a sudden they just break into a fight. It's pretty awesome. But this guy's cool. I wish he was the alpha, because sometimes, like I said earlier, those alpha traits can trickle down to the entire pack, the entire herd. So something like docile, where you don't have to worry about your ranger teams being attacked or your guests being terrorized. Obviously good for a number of obvious reasons, but unfortunately we can't do this yet because our staff is busy. As you can see down there, though, excuse me, folks. Let me get a glass of water. As you can see, it's going to cost us $1 million to do this, which is why I think we may have made the right decision in terms of going for 30 million to start with. Yeah, it's gonna say there's no power while it's being built, and it probably is no power because I don't think I've extended the grid to the east. That being the east.
I feel like
What's
we've
up,
reached
Cabot?
an understanding.
Okay.
You understand you need to complete these missions, and I understand that you need to complete these missions. Win-win, huh?
Okay, Cabot's happy that we're being corporate drones and getting that money. But money's good. We're extremely solvent. Oh no, we're not. Oh, okay, never mind. I think that's just reflecting what's currently happening in the park. You know, we have to build. So, you know, these expense reports can be a bit, or I should say profit reports can be a bit freak you out a little bit in the beginning, but we'll stabilize. We should be on an expedition. Why are we not on an expedition? Because our scientists are still recovering. Okay. I see. But we have 2 new scientists. What can they do? Yeah, let's put them to work. Alright, so we said we wanted a, that Ceratosaurus is... I don't know what this is, but it sounds awesome. Let's go for it. What do we need? These 2 guys can handle it. Oh, yeah, they can handle it. Yeah, so you can see how it starts to get really expensive. So it's costing us... This expedition is costing us 400k. Now, to synthesize our baby Triceratops, it's going to cost us over $1 million. So I don't know if $9 million would have been enough. So I think, like I said, maybe we made the right decision. Now, this should be large enough for a couple carnivores, right? I mean, granted, it's not as large as, if I can hit the right button, it's not as large as these other paddocks, though. So maybe, maybe I should extend it. Okay. All right, we'll extend it. We'll extend it a bit. Which way, though? I think maybe this way. Yeah, we'll extend it. We're gonna have to put some more power lines down, too. See, I feel like we're using our space well. You know, we're getting there. We're not gonna extend it all the way to the boundary, but we're gonna extend it a bit down this way. And we are gonna start researching some fences because we need to. Like, I think it's insane. Although I just totally tried to justify not doing that by explaining that if you just keep your dinosaurs happy, comfortable, they really won't cause too many problems. If they don't have like a bad genome, you know, just bad actors. But you do want to keep your fence rating up. If you can. So we're gonna extend our pylons this way. Is that straight? I don't know. I wish I knew how to control the game though. That'd be fun. Right. Why are you not snapping? Don't snap at me. Snap to the ground. Alright. Alright, so it's complaining no power, no power. I know. We're gonna have to build a substation. Probably up here because we have extra space. Alright, yeah. I was going to extend the whole infrastructure by building another power station, but apparently we have a power surplus, so we're not going to do that. All right, so let's get this extended. Oh god. Let's get this extended outward. Is that where it goes? I think that's where it stops. Alright. Alright, from there, we're just gonna draw down. Is that where it is? I can't tell if that's straight or not. Also, this thing is like super hidden in the trees there. You can barely see it. Let's see, we can run it down that way. Alright, now let's try and connect this in a very pretty way. Nope, nope, nope. Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare do that. How dare you do that? Alright, so we're gonna have to try something else. We're gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to get very cutesy with this. Oh, we can't do it. Why can't... Oh, why am I having such... difficulty with this. Alright, now. There we go. Oh my gosh, sometimes it's just... Yeah, no, oh, why, what? Oh my god, is there an undo button in this game? Undo, demolish? I can barely see because of these trees. Oh, that's fence. Sorry, that's the wrong one. I'm like, why is it not stopping? Okay, yeah, it's not gonna play long. Maybe because I suck at putting down power pylons? Maybe. We're gonna keep trying, guys. We're gonna keep trying. Because things. Yeah, I don't think it can just connect directly to it. Like, it has to connect to a pylon. I don't like that angle. It looks ugly. Come on, dude. You're boning me with this. How do I fix this, guys? Oh, man. Okay. Well, OCD be damned. Alright, so now, once this is built, we should have some power in the area. Should have some power. Yep, there we go. All set. Alright, so are we... I think we're still resting because they're super lazy. No, I'm just kidding. I worked those guys to death. Yeah, okay, now they're done resting. Alright, so let's get them going because people are going to want some more dinosaurs. Alright, now get to it. What do you need? I think one guy can do it. Let Newland do it. You know what? Let Tani do it because Tani has been nice and restful. So well done, Tani. In 1 minute, we'll have a second breed of dinosaur in here, and that's always good. Let's run some more expeditions. Oh, are we running an expedition? Yeah, we're running one right now. So let's wait on that. I think this, yeah, okay. So like I said, all dinosaurs are gonna need water. So let's get some water down here. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. La-da-dee, la-da-da. Ya-da-dee. Oh, that looks weird, doesn't it? Oh, what's that supposed to be? Oof. Oof. It's a little better, but it's still strange. Alright, now, you don't need too much water. And like I said, I like to centrally locate the bodies of water that I create. I want it right in the middle. That's good in my mind. Oh crap, there's a storm coming. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, what am I doing? That's the wrong button. Alright, yeah. So, like I said, having centrally located bodies of water are good in my mind because I like to spread out my viewing facilities right in the middle. So if they have to come to the middle of the area, of the paddock to do stuff... Oh, there's a storm coming. Oh, balls. Then they're easier to see. So the system's working together. Alright, so let's see what this hurricane does to our... might be a tornado. Oh, crap. Do we have... Yeah, we have emergency shelters, right? Yeah, okay, good. So they can get there if they need it. We have them here, but they don't have one over here. So the coverage is poor. Because they don't have... emergency shelters. Ooch. I might go right here. That might be a good spot to build one. Yeah, that's probably a good spot. I mean, what about the aesthetic of it all? Is it pretty? The answer is no. The answer is not. The answer is it's not pretty. But what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? Plan better? Me plan better? Are you crazy? Oh, ball sacks. Please don't destroy my park. Please don't destroy. I hope it's not a big storm. I hope it's not. I mean, the timing is just god-awful, right as I'm releasing my new dinos. Perhaps I should wait until the storm passes to release them into, paddock. Alright, hit me with your best shot. Already the structure's damaged. Alright, so here's what we gotta do. Wow, the fence is down. This is how disaster happens, guys. I want you to repair that fence. Yeah, this is a thing in this game. Disasters. Oh my lord, there's a tornado. Okay, so Gee, look at this beast. Look at that monster. All right, wait. So it just knocked out one of my restaurants. So I need you to go and repair that. It says the building is not connected. Where? Oh my god. I don't know they had, you know, it's like, they have tornadoes in like the Pacific Ocean. This is a called typhoons. Let's have the Pacific get peaceful. Wow, this thing is right on the place. Yeah. Alright, where's my other guy? Yeah, we're just getting hammered. Jeez Louise. Is Ranger Team 2? Alright, I need you to... Where's Ranger Team 1? He's just chilling. Oh, whoa, cancel that. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. The world's burning down. You're just eating a donut? What are you doing? Fix this. We're getting hammered. Hammered. Oh, my goodness. This is terrible. Fence is broken. No fence. The good news is, oh my god, just wrecking my car. The dinosaurs can be injured as well, which is also terrifying. Which is why I kind of wanted to wait before releasing the baby Triceratops. Alright, so let's let this... Come on, man. This thing is wrecking the whole place. Go away. Christ alive. Unbelievable. Yeah, it is getting hammered. Alright, so, do we fuel here? Okay. No, this building here. Not capture team 1, this one. Alright, so we gotta resupply this guy because it's running dangerously low. See? This is how things can get out of hand really quickly. I don't think 9 million would have been enough. I'm saying it now. I don't even think 30 million is gonna be enough. Because I need to get this park viable. I needed to get up and running and producing money. Is this damaged? Oh no, it's not. I think the infrastructure may have been damaged though, which is causing just chaos throughout the entire park. It's chaos, plain and simple. Just keep wrecking the money bar. I don't care. I just spent 3 hours building it. And 2 hours and 15 minutes. Just go for broke. I mean, I think there's some buildings you missed. This thing had just hit 80% of my park, bro. It's still going. Alright, we can build dinosaurs, but we can't like shoot a beam into like tornadoes to stop them from destroying my life's work. Jeez. I know every building. I've seen storms in this game before, but this is a monster storm. I've never seen a storm that does this much damage to my park. Now, here's another thing though. You can research things that make your buildings resistant to damage from storms, but like I said, you know, we're barely getting off the ground here. All right, where's my response teams? Like, we need more guys doing work. Let's capture team 1. Where's Ranger team? No, dude, your work is just beginning, my friend. Repair pretty much everything in this area. Oh my god, we're gonna take such a hit. I can't even do anymore. It's just like, I'm full. I'm full, homie. That's all I can do, homie. Okay, we're probably gonna stream for a bit longer. I do need to get some food. I'm starving. I haven't eaten today, so probably another 15-20 minutes. We gotta get this park prepared, and we're going to release those baby Triceratops if it's the last thing I do. But it's not going to be the last thing I do. I'm going to do it today. Why can't I give him a task? Okay. Yeah, no. You got a lot of work to do, my friend. And do this, and do that, and do this. Oh, I can't do all that. Come on. Get to it. Like the half the park was destroyed by this one storm. Alright, so yeah, finish building that. Alright, now we're gonna release our baby Triceratops into the park. Alright, so release. There they go. I hope they're not too crowded in. There's 5 of them and like 6 of the other guys, so. Lack of restrooms. And now you're complaining about lack of restrooms? Alright, give me a second, guys. We're gonna build a restroom for these guys. Guests want restrooms. Which are now available? These weren't available the whole time? How do you have a restaurant now without a bathroom in it? This is insane, right? Is that me or is that just utterly crazy? All right, so we're gonna try and keep a little symmetry here. So, oh, I don't think we can even put it there. There's no space. I didn't even see that thing. All right, so restroom. Can it go here? Yeah, it can. All right, so we're just gonna plop it down here and connect it to the road because yes. Let's play that.
Without Dr.
Claire, what's
Henry
up?
Wu, none of this would exist.
Yeah, Dr.
He has
Wu.
that
What about him?
drive and intensity that few people possess. My advice?
Oh, he's
Don't
here.
get on his bad side.
Oh, Dr. Wu. Oh yeah, this is not connected to the road. We need to do that. Also, guys, if you've missed it, up here at the top of the screen, you can see when there's problems with the park. So, problem we're having now. No, you pylon bastard. You're blocking me. Well, we may as well just extend it straight out. How far can we go down? Just as... oh boy. A bit of a side note, guys. I don't know how, if you guys are watching this, you're fans of MCU or Marvel movies, but Thor 4 came out not too long ago, I mean a couple days ago. And some people have been giving it bad ratings, saying, you know, the cast wasn't properly utilized, yada yada yada. I mean, I like Taika's contributions just to like film and television in general, whether it's The Mandalorian or, you know, Thor Ragnarok. I like that movie a lot. I haven't seen Thor 4 yet, but people are saying it's not so great, and that's upsetting because, like I said, I like Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman. Oh, speaking of Natalie Portman, yeah, she really got fit to play Mighty Thor. So I think that's awesome. I mean, I love when someone commits to a role like that. But yeah, man, I'm hearing not the best things, and that's upsetting because, you know, I've been watching the MCU since before there really was an MCU. So I'm a fan. I don't like to hear bad things about the things that I love, but I'm sure it's not a terrible movie. I'm gonna go support the movie, and I'll let you know what I think when I see it. But that was just a little disheartening to say that people weren't feeling the movie.
Do you see any
there's Dr. Wu.
between the Nasutoceratops and
Modern day cattle?
Look closely at the horns and their relation to the eyes. It's clear to me that as we bring these animals back to life, the connections between the past and the present sharpen.
I'm sorry, Dr. Wu, but the bathroom has no power. Oh, it just falls outside. All right, so this is where it gets tricky. We're gonna replace. Can we catch that wire? We can catch the wire. All right, let's make it pretty though. How's this one set up? Can't see it. Oh, it's set up that way. Just one moment, Dr. Wu. You know you have something to say. How can I attach it directly to... I can't see the pylons. This one there. There we go. It's still not... But there. There's a bit of an overlap. That's fine. Why do I have to connect that to the grid? It's already connected to the grid, isn't it?
Understanding. This is what my science is all about.
Yes. Okay, it is connected. Yeah, okay. 11 connections, 1 consumption. Let's check on our power output. Okay. So we're using a bit more, I think. So we still have 25 unused power. Wow, this is really efficient. and very exciting. All right, so let's check on our little baby Triceratops. What do you guys need for comfort? Well, they're not complaining about cohabitation, which is always good. I think I can make Ankylosauruses. I think everyone loves Ankylosaurus, but my thing is I don't want it to be too crowded. Even now, they're saying there's too many dinosaurs. I might start selling a couple of them off just to try and hit that sweet spot. Let's see. You need a forest. I got you. I got you, fam. Say no more. Wait a minute. There's plenty of forest here. There's plenty of forest here. Yeah, there's plenty of forest here. You just need to expand your territory, big guy. Or little guy, whatever you are. Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Uno Delph, and this is Uno Delphia. Today, we have been playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. It's a great game. It's available to play on Xbox Game Pass. So if you're a fan of that sort of thing, check it out. It's great. It's a great sim. I feel like we don't play enough simulation games on this channel. I feel like I don't do enough on this channel. And I'm very casual. I'm sorry. I know I promised to stream twice a week. I know not a whole lot of people are watching these videos, so I feel like I can get away with it a little bit. But I'm going to be taking this more seriously, if that's more seriously. Is that a thing? Serious? More serious? And we're going to make some more videos. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Like I said, the channel, it really is about all video games, and you know, we can talk about movies and stuff like that while we're playing. But oh, hang on one second.
You interested in this next objective? I'm not above begging.
Increase the size of the largest territory population. You already have 6 or 7. I think this might be easier. Which one should I do? All right, so increase your park's profits. That might be a good way to go. Number of dinosaurs in the park. I don't know if that's a thing we can do right now. We can spend money to have this list refreshed. Let's just do that one time. Sell dinosaurs without... No, we're not doing that. New research to be done. That's something we can easily do. All right, we're gonna do that because it's easy. Like I was saying, yeah, we could talk about, you know, movies and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, we don't play enough simulation games. I was thinking about maybe exploring a series about the old SimCity 2013. That was such a mess when it came out, but I put so many hours in that game because I just loved how it looked. It was such a broken mess, but I really liked it. I was going to revisit the game to see if maybe they fixed a lot of those mistakes. Here's hoping, because it's been a while since I played it. First time I saw that was on another streamer. I don't know, you guys probably know who he is. He's a pretty famous guy, Quill18. Nice guy. I've never met him personally, but his videos are pretty awesome. I try and watch them as often as I can, and it's one of the first times I saw that game. I was like, oh, this game is amazing. I have to buy it, you know? So we're gonna be doing more of those. I know I mentioned this a bunch of times. We're gonna try and do a modded Fallout 4 playthrough. Maybe, if not a complete playthrough, just a short one, just to show off some of the amazing mods I've been discovering playing modded playthrough, because I played Fallout 4 since it first came out in 2015, but I initially was on the console, PS4. I mean, I have close to 2,000 hours playing Fallout 4. It's ridiculous. I need to go out and touch grass, I know, but I just love that game so much. I'm a huge Fallout fan, so at some point we're gonna see some more Fallout on the channel, guys. Please follow, get subscribed on YouTube, whatever you got to do. I need your company. I love having you guys around. You guys are great. So thanks for watching. We may end up ending the stream very soon. Just a warning, just a little heads up. Because like I said, I do need to get some food. And was it 7 o'clock over here? It's almost 7 p.m. So let's see if our little baby Triceratops are doing well. All right, so 94% comfort. I think you just need to get out more, guy. Because, yeah, you just need to expand to this side of the park. I mean, I'm not just going to build all forest because you're too lazy to move around. Come on. What's the matter, you? Although we could put a bit more... All right, I'll cave. We could put a bit more down here. Let's get the small radius. All right, we're going to go forest. And just put a little bit here. I'm gonna put a little bit there. There you go. There you go, you jabroni. Now you're 100% perfect. All right. So now these things are dangerous. As you can see here, security rating is level 5. We don't have level 5 fences. Actually, at the moment, we're only using level 2 fences. So if these guys get agitated, you know, bad things can happen. What are we researching now? Nothing? Okay. All right, now we need to research some more fossils. This is ridiculous. Are we solvent yet? Meaning, can we pay our bills? How's everybody doing? Yeah, we're making money, which is great. I got plans, guys. Big plans. I want to research. I want to get some more dinosaurs, but I also want to research. Attraction? Yeah, gyro ball. Ah, we can't because we don't have enough guests. Well, that sucks. A big one. That's unfortunate. I'm kind of crestfallen now. How am I not at 1.0? I'm 0.8? Is that even a thing? That's a whole start. Oh, it isn't. Okay, never mind. Wide path, luxury path. We don't need that. Monorail. That's pretty cool. Large hotel. All right, so we just need to boost the rating of the park. Can we do that by getting more dinosaurs? So let's get some more damn dinosaurs. What do we need? Oh, this is in progress? Is it in progress? No, it's not. What are you talking about? What do we need though? What do we need? What do we need? McKinnon, what are you doing right now? You want to do some work? All right, take Newland with you and go get me some dinosaurs. Oh, we can't do that. Who's good at... All right, take Crowther with you and get me some dinosaurs. Get me some dinosaurs. All right, so how is everyone doing today? Let's just check our finances once more. All right, as you can see now, our profit has exceeded our expense. So in the chart over here on the left. So we're making money. And it's a beautiful feeling. We're up 181% since last month. I feel like that's a bit artificial. It's not 100% accurate because when you're building stuff, they take that into consideration as expenses. I mean, yeah, they're expenses, but what are you gonna do? You have to build infrastructure or you won't have a park. So we're making money and that's good. The guest appeal is low. Yeah. Ooh, species variety penalty. We're getting slammed here. We just need more dinosaurs. That's just that simple. And we need an attraction here. I think we could build an amenity attraction. No, we can't. We can't build anything. All right. So, what can we build now? What do we need for this? We can build that now. That's good. And who does this appeal to again? I forget. How do we get this guy? All right, so we can build the innovation center, but what about this guy? What do we need for this guy? All right, so we can definitely do this. We're going to do this now because we need some more attractions. All right, so we need 5 cogwheels. Murdoch, what are you doing? Nothing? All right, get to it. How's everybody doing, like, generally? I keep meaning to check it. I keep getting distracted. Oh, I need to configure my amenities, which I did not do. Alright, yeah, we need to make sure we're making money on these guys. Alright, so we are making a profit, but are we maximizing profits? No, we're not. Let's see how we can do that, though. Alright, if we change this to a steak shop, we can make some more money. If we change this to a fossil display, make some more money. And this is a fountain. And this is an ice cream machine. So we've just, you know, increased our profits by 5-fold on this one restaurant. We went from $2,000 to $5,000. So I'm sure the shareholders are going to love me. All right, let's move over to this one. Ginger beer. How can we make you more profitable? We can't by changing that, but we can by adding a fossil display and a fountain and a TVs. What does that mean? It's like monitors around them, TVs and them. Okay, so yeah, we just increased that substantially. Let's try this one. All these buildings look exactly the same. I have to change this. This is no bueno. Come on. Although it does have a nice theme to it. Maybe I should leave them exactly the same. Maybe we'll do that. Action figures. Is this profitable? Yeah, it's profitable, but is it really profitable? Fossil display. People love fossil displays, man. Fish tanks. What else? What else can I get you? A selfie spot. Okay, a place to take selfies. What do we have on the sign? No, we're gonna leave it toys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. What's happening here? Oh, jeez Louise. Alright. We're not gonna mess with that too much. Alright, we're making a lot of money now, guys. Making a lot of money. Non-alcoholic beer is fine. And steaks, barbecue sign? I mean, are steaks barbecue? I mean, I guess you could barbecue a steak, but it's not necessarily barbecue. Alright, so we're making a lot of money. Let's check it now. I don't think it's taken into account what's changed yet, but, how's our hotel doing? It can see no dinosaurs. We're working on that. We need to get some dinosaurs over here. Also, we're gonna knock down this forest. This natural forest has got to go. Can we do it? Yeah, no forest. I want to be able to see what's going on in there. We're just gonna build a forest around the outside like this. And is this forest? No, it's forest. Alright, this is forest. Do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Jazz it up a little bit. Although I feel like it's still being obstructed. Like, I know it doesn't really matter, but that's probably way too much forest. That's too much forest. Yeah, probably too much forest. Alright, so our rich guests can see from their luxury hotel what the dinosaurs are up to as soon as we get them. We need to... I don't even think we have a carnivore DNA profile on the books yet. Are we running expeditions? Why are we not running expeditions? Why are you guys doing this to me? Let's get some carnivores, please. Because people are starting to get to wait, are we doing this? Staff busy. Cedar Mountain Formation. Guest attraction, medium carnivores. Are we researching this? Is that what's happening? I think we're researching this. Medium and large herbivores and carnivores. Yeah, we're researching that, but we're not actually running expeditions. I need expeditions. Alright, let's get this guy. What do you need? Tell me. I'll get it for you. All three of you guys are going out. Get it done. We need to make some progress here. Because the boss is going to start asking me, what's going on? Where's the money? And then what am I going to say? I don't know. Come on. Alright, so let's check our power. Running cost 28k. I mean, it's a necessary evil. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Let's check on the staff though. How are they doing? Did you guys see how they're doing? Did you see how they were doing? Are they still mad at us? Are they, that's not the one, is it? No, we can see our, where do we see them at? No, that's not the one. This one here? Yeah. Yeah, they're doing okay. They're all keeping busy, which is good. Hey, Murdoch. Looking good. And she's super talented, too. Like, she's just amazing. I love you, Murdoch. Okay, that was a little weird. Uh-oh, the fight has broken out. Let's get up close to this, guys. Now, before we get started, boys. Who's the alpha? Who's the alpha here? Oh, this guy's the alpha, so he's being challenged. What's awesome is that there's things happening in the background the whole time. So, base dominance of this guy is 90. I think that's why he's the alpha. Why do we keep zooming all the way out? Is this guy going to challenge him for the throne? Yeah, his base dominance is higher. I think that's what that means. So, we need to name these guys since they're so badass. We need a name. Two rivals from history. Who can we name? How about Caesar and Pompey? Let's do that. Yeah, because I'm a history nerd as well as a science and video game nerd. All right, so this guy is going to be Caesar. Now, how do you spell Caesar? Caesar? Kaiser? Yeah, okay, I think that works. And nope, this guy's chilling, minding his business. I wouldn't do it manually then, because Hail Caesar. And Pompey Magnus. Pompey. There we go. Pompey versus Caesar. Who's gonna win? Well, we know who wins in history. We know who wins that in history. Pompey makes a very bad miscalculation and goes to Egypt to appeal to the what was the line of those guys? Cleopatra. What were they called? Oh, the Ptolemaic. Yeah, the Ptolemaic, I guess, line of Egyptian rulers. And when Pompey gets there, the boy king Ptolemy, I forget what number he was at that point, had him beheaded. So Pompey's dead. Some kid killed him. Well, obviously not by himself. He had one of his guys do it. Yeah, so that's how Pompey Magnus dies. And then Caesar comes to Egypt chasing Pompey. And you would think that Caesar's like, oh, thanks guys, you killed my rival, killed my enemy for this guy I've been chasing for years. Or months at least at that point. But Caesar gets there and Caesar's furious. He's like, I can't believe you would treat a Roman this way. Because this is, Romans were like, we might have internal beef, but we don't want anybody else, killing us. Because Pompey deserved better than this death at the hands of this child. So yeah, that's oriented. All right, enough history for now. Let's get back to the live action. Oh, what a hit by Pompey on Caesar. What a shot. Come on, Caesar. You got him. Yeah, lock horns, baby. Get him. Uh-oh. Pompey's on the ground. All right. Going back and forth in this one. I think Caesar won. Now we can check to make sure by... Yeah, attaboy, Caesar. Yeah, he's now the alpha, I think. Yeah, Caesar beat Pompey, and now he's the alpha, which is amazing. That is just so cool. Alright, his dominance, his base dominance went up. So, alright, we completed some research, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Caesar beat Pompey. So, just like in real life, Caesar wins in the end. But only for a short while because he gets killed. We're not going to go into this. We're not going to go deep into this. But if you're watching, guys, after that history lesson I just handed out, thank you. My name is Uno Delph, and the channel is called Uno Delphia. And today we're playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. Now, I said I was going to stop, but I'm having so much fun. I'm really hungry right now, but we're going to keep going for just a while longer. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Also, if you prefer to watch your videos on demand, the video will be on Twitch for a while, but we also upload all our videos to YouTube as soon as we're done streaming here on Twitch. So please, 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 go check it out. I'll starve to death if you don't. And you don't want that on your conscience. So just do that for me, okay? Great, thanks. All right, so where were we? We're okay, so oh crap, is this a timed event? Oh no, we're just researching something. Okay, good. I get nervous sometimes. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Sorry guys, just want to check something really quickly. Hope I'm not paused. No, I'm not paused because I want you to complete that expedition. Did you get me the fossils? That's all I have to ask. One question. Where are my fossils? Yes, yes, they did. All right, so we're gonna sell these because we don't need them. And we do have some more dinosaur genomes, so this is good news. All right, so let's get to synthesizing because there's no time to waste. How many did we get there? 3, 7, 8, 9? Is that 9? Yeah, it's 9. Okay, so who wants to do the work? All 3 of you, apparently. Oh, do we need? No, no space available. Okay, that works because Murdoch's tired anyway, so we might give her a break soon. All right, so let's close this down. We got another dinosaur breed on the way. We're working on it. We are very slow. The diversity in this park is astounding. Lilo. So, yeah, that's where we are. But we seem to be doing well on other aspects. We need to... Oh. Is that me? Is that me? No, strange. I think I might have hit that by mistake. Expedition is in progress. We're working on Ghost Ranch. Alright, get it done, guys. Hurry up. Mas rapido. What's this? Fossils. Alright. Stuff's happening. Slowly, but it's happening. Alright, so this paddock needs a gate. You want to put it as close by as possible. Let's put it right here. And we're gonna pop down a ranger post. Okay, and we're gonna assign some guys to it. Ranger Team 1, MVU 1, and Capture Team 1. Alright, so we're making progress. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's going on? Someone needed to be tranked? Someone's acting up? Don't do that. Alright, we have a new viable genome, and you know what that means. It's time to synthesize some egg babies. What can we do to make you more affable? Oh, you're sickly, which means... Oh, you don't have a lot of hardiness to ya. Do ya? Alright, we can try and give you some longer life, though. So we can do for now. Assign scientists. Everybody get to it and get to work. I know we're not properly utilizing the bonuses the scientists are contributing to our team at the moment, but I think our primary concern at the moment is speed. We just want to get as many guys out and into the park as possible. Why is he? What's going on, dude? Why? Oh, he's aggroing that vehicle. That's why. Where's Caesar? Come check this fool, Caesar. Alright. Whoa! He just totally launched that car. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. I was gonna put civilians in here. So, you know, I'm still gonna do it though. But they're gonna get knocked around a bit. Just stay out of the water. They don't want you going across them when they're, you know, washing up, dude. Jeez, have some respect. You know, these are dinosaurs, for Christ's sake. Alright, so we've spent what was it, 40, 39? How much money did we have when we started? 30, was it 39? I forget. I just totally lost count. Closer to 31. So we've spent around $8 to $9 million so far on the park. We are solvent as it stands, but you can see the profits over here. But wow, I'm sorry, income is here, profit is here, so we're not solvent. Well, this is confusing. We are making money, that's a thing, but the graph is a bit misleading. All right, so the blue line here is profit. Although they seem to stabilize a bit, the red line here is upkeep, and the white line here is the money we're taking in. Obviously the profit is income minus upkeep, so that's where we have profit per minute. See, this minus this is that. So we're making steps in the right direction. Also, we've attracted some luxury guests, but we need to get some more. Also, we need to get some more adventure guests. Well, I have a plan for that. I have a plan for that. And what is this? Research Apatosaurus. Oh god. Oh god. Apatosaurus. Where's that? What's an Apatosaurus? Maybe I should check the database. Dinosaur genomes. Can I search? No, I don't think I can. Oh, here's Apatosaurus. It's a herbivore. Okay, I think we can work that out. Where were you last spotted? Discovery, Rocky Mountains, Colorado. Okay, maybe you're still there. Maybe your bones are still there. Let's make sure the game's paused and let's go check out the Rocky Mountains. Should be in this area, right? Just general area. I don't know what any of this means. Probably we're not getting a read on it because the Apatosaurus is probably a massive, well, it's massive. It's probably pretty big if I remember correctly, but we're gonna need the medium and large herbivores. Sauropods. Is Apatosaurus? Yeah, okay, this is what gets us the Apatosaurus. So we can technically research this now. Alright, we just need someone who's not overworked. Sorry, Barton. It's gonna be you. Alright, so this is what we need to meet our goal. What else? What else is going on? Anything else? Alright, okay, we have synthesized those eggs. 6... how do you say that? Dinaki's... oh god, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try it. Yeah, sickly. All disease, sometimes of catching a disease, yeah. That's not necessarily good for putting in the paddock. We're not gonna select that egg. Yeah, we're not gonna synthesize it. This one's long-lived, fit. These guys are generally healthy. Who's your alpha? Don't have an alpha? How's that possible? Alright, yeah, I'm sorry, guy, but we don't need you getting sick, catching a disease, and spreading it to the other dinosaurs. This is gonna cost us $1.6 million. This is crazy. It's just insane. Like, we're not extracting, right? She's overworked. Murdoch. Wow, 1.6 million. Yeah, we need this bonus income discovery from these contracts to supplement our income because we're spending a lot of money. This is what I mean. Like we're getting. They're gonna say the park is losing money. Like we're not making as much as we made last month simply because we're spending money on research. I think that does factor in, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it kind of makes it seem like we're doing worse than we are, which may be good in terms of managing expectations, but I feel like the numbers are getting skewed and I don't like it. I do not like it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Unodelph and the channel is called Unodelphia. We're playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2 today. It's a great game. Playing it for about 3 hours now. We're having a blast. So, like I said, thanks for watching, and I love you. Okay, so what we need to do is, like I said, just constantly be in expedition mode. Every time we unlock a new dinosaur to research, we should be immediately going out on expeditions. Just knocking them out. Now, we don't really have the infrastructure to support too many dinosaurs here. Now, I'm wondering if we can put another dinosaur in this paddock. We've already got 2 species. Let's see if we can pull them up on the map. The baby Triceratops and the struts. So I'm going to call them struts. Now they seem to be able to cohabitate. Yeah, they're not too. Yeah, so these guys are cool. They don't dislike too much. We need to get an Ankylosaurus or a Stegosaurus. I know we can research an Ankylosaurus. I'm pretty sure I saw that come up. Let's view research. Now, Ankylosaurus is a medium herbivore. Is he? He's armored. No, he's armored. Yeah, this is here. I'm right here. He's already unlocked, but we gotta get the Stegosaurus popping off at some point. Where is he? Ceratops. I'm gonna try Ceratops. Ankylosaurus. Those things are pretty awesome. So the armored herbivores. We just need to find a fossil with him in it. It's available, but there's no fossils. Pteranodon. This might be the way to go. You guys can do this. I know. I'll give you a rest afterwards. Don't start complaining. Have some water. All right, so we're gonna complete this research, which is good. Also, we're in the process of releasing dinosaurs, and they're gonna go right over here. Hope this is enough space for 6 of them. Any moment. 2. Oops, it's paused. 1. Yeah. Oh wait, oh, that's not all right. So this is the yeah, the Deinaki. All right, can we immediately? Yeah, we just made some money. Here's Cabot Finch.
Didn't stand a chance once I got you involved.
Oh, okay. Keep patting yourself on the back, Finch.
If I do say so myself.
All right, now instead of releasing these directly into the paddock, which would be a terrible idea because we would be mixing carnivores and herbivores, which is not always a bad idea. I don't want to make it seem like just because one eats meat and the other one doesn't. It's a bad mixture, because I think compies, you know, the little tiny dinosaurs, they go well with just about everybody, it seems. Much like the Ankylosaurus. But we're going to release these guys via airlift. And we're just going to drop them over here. I think we may have too many. Also, we gotta must improve our fences. I don't know why we're not doing it. It just boggles the mind. All right, so we're doing an expedition. We need to get our fences up because this is insane. Who's available for this? Let's get Newland. And I can't tell who's more pissed off with me at this point in time. Barton or McKinnon? Let's go McKinnon. You can do it. Surprisingly, we've had no injuries yet, so we really haven't had to use the MVU for anything, which is always good, you know, if your dinosaurs to stay healthy. We just unlocked the live feeder, which leads me to believe that we're gonna need to put one in the park. So if you're not familiar with these guys, what they are is essentially what they say they are. They release goats from this. And the goat comes out and it runs around and it gets eaten by dinosaurs. Here we go. There he is. It's a goat. They'll be like, okay, hey, it's a nice day. It's a nice day. Just chilling. And all of a sudden he'll be like, oh my god, there's dinosaurs over there. And then he'll be dead because they run him down and just gobble him up. You should see the T-Rex feed. It's pretty sensational. I feel like Dennis on Always Sunny. I come for the live feeding. He devoured the kill? He ate the kill. Like, the guy at the zoo's like, yeah, we fed him. Like, this is not Jurassic Park, dude. What do we got? Alright, so we've made it to at least 1 star. Now our income per minute is 200k? This is, I mean, that's good news. Lawyer fee 0. How is it up then? Why is that a red arrow? Makes no sense. Yeah, if you're messing around and bad things happen, you get sued. I imagine if someone gets eaten, you get sued.
Want to check out this latest objective.
Isaac?
I'm sending the details now.
I don't know how to do that, Isaac. Increase your guests' comfort. How do we do that? I don't think that's possible. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go for the big one on this one.
Happy guests are repeat customers. Let's keep them as comfortable.
Yeah, all right. Let's just take a quick peek at the guests. That's probably the wrong thing. All right, sorry. Hang on 1 second, Isaac. Let's take a look at. All right, this is the wrong one. Park rating. So the guests are chilling, bro. Like, look, guests. Oh, actually, they're not. The shelter coverage is abysmal. Yeah, and so is okay. Restroom and transport rating now. It's gone down. All right, so we're gonna have to start investing in monorail technology at some point. I reckon. What was I gonna do? I totally forgot. Slipped my mind completely. Oh yeah, restrooms and shelter, because you know, apparently we're asking too much. I can't put a restroom like on a hill, bro. Maybe I can. Okay, maybe we will do that. And a shelter maybe next to it. All right, this works. No, this is cool. This is very strange. They're gonna have to go all the way up this hill to use this restroom, but you know, that's what they wanted. So ask and receive, as they say. Ask and you shall receive. Is this connected to the road? That's all I want to know. All I want to know, guy. I can't see. All right, now it is. It's got no power. Of course it doesn't. Who wouldn't want to go to the restroom located directly next to the power station? We can if we turn it around. Can we do that? No. Let's take this one instead. Oh, it's outside the range. Why have you forsaken me? This one might work. Will it work? No. Why have you forsaken me? Alright, so we're just gonna have to plop it down here and connect it that way. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, we do need more shelters. I don't think shelters require power. Right, guys? Right? Why do you... Stop. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna need one over here as soon as this is built. They're not requesting it now, but they're gonna need it. So as soon as we get those dinosaurs down, people are gonna be trimming over here because these are our only carnivores. So if you want to see carnivores in this part, they'll be coming over here. Okay, now we do have more attractions. Wait, is that it? Is that good enough? Let me just make sure these guys are straight. Rest room. Yes, indeed. We may need another one on this side. Yeah, we might as well just put it down now. Why? You know, I can see it happening before it happens, so just do it now and get it over with. I hope that it doesn't need power or it's already covered. Alright, so that's that. The dinosaurs are coming in for landing. I just built, didn't I just call this that they were going to start complaining about restrooms? I just built restrooms, guy. Go take a look. There's one there. And there's oh, it's the wrong button. And there's one here now, guy. So, give it a moment. Okay, stop being and moaning at me.
This dinosaur is important for a number
For
of
reasons I think they're all important.
I mean, they're all important, but this one, the Deinonychus, was the center of debate among paleontologists.
I love how they comment on these things.
Specifically, were the dinosaurs cold-blooded or warm-blooded animals? With them alive and in the park, we have our answer.
You're lonely. What's your problem? What can I get you, buddy? You need more dinosaurs. You need open space. You have too much forest. All right. Let me see your area of influence. Bet you's tiny. Yeah, you need to get out more, my friend. Yeah, here we go. His comfort level is going up. He's establishing his territory. All right, he's perfect now. That's excellent. Yeah, he's perfect. Oh shoot! Am I full on fossils? How is that possible? No way. So if you guys didn't see that just now, it says a dig team has returned, but it's waiting for a fossil space to open up. All right, so here we go. I guess because we got a huge influx of dinosaurs all at once. Yeah, we got like 3-4 dinosaurs. All right, so this is good news. This is good news, guys. Now we can really get to work. But first, I probably have to rest my guys because I'm gonna really hammer them in a moment. Can we get more doctors? Is my question. No, we can't. Yeah, these guys need to rest. Murdoch's gorgeous. Rest yourself, my darling. McKinnon, you guys can all rest. Why not? Rest the whole staff. Alright, so what we have going on here now is the park is still pretty poor. I mean, you know, fair, because what do we have? 3 species of dinosaurs in the entire park? Let's pull up the map just to confirm what I'm saying. Yeah, we have these guys. I can't pronounce any of this. The baby Triceratops, and we have the struts. So we got 3 species of dinosaurs. I think the target is 10, if I'm not mistaken. The intro target, anyway. Let's check our finances. If we go to park rating and appeal, Yeah, the dinosaurs, 3 of 10 species targets, so we're doing terrible. We're actually getting penalized for lack of species variety. So, you know, things are happening. So we need more staff is what we need. We need more guests. Like, how are we doing here? Total guests are 426. We need to hit 500. I also noticed that we weren't appealing to... Wait, can we make attractions now? Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, we can do this. And we can also do this. But, ooh, this boosts guest appeal. Maybe we should put this guy down. He would go great. Just like right dead center of the park. Don't you reckon that would be cool? Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, so we gotta clean up the terrain a bit then. What we're looking at is too much water. So we need to get rid of some of this water. Down you go. Okay. So, now, attractions. This is the main road. Alright, so we're just gonna... Oh, this is gonna be tricky. We gotta really get this down or it's gonna look silly. Can you zoom it out? No. Slow down. Wait, hang on. Alright, if we put it here, it's not quite... Yeah, first of all, this pylon is blocking the path, for Christ's sake. Actually, this pylon is really agitating me. Yeah, alright, we gotta move this pylon. Yeah, no power. I know. Relax. And turn off the lights. It's all good, baby girl. Let's see. Attractions. This guy. I want the main road to measure up completely. So, shift. We get angles now? Oh, no, sorry. No, sorry. Oh, I cannot see the road. Just be straight, please, for the love of God. Alright, so, let's go ahead and connect this guy up. Alright, looks pretty good. Now, we could, in theory, just start busting out roads here. I mean, yeah, it's gonna kind of poop on my perfect symmetry. But, yeah, we're just gonna wait for now, because we're gonna connect it with 2 roads. I hope that was straight. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright, so, this doesn't have any power, because I built it too far out. Oh, did I? Or maybe it's just... Yeah, I think I did build it too far out. Alright, we gotta connect these pylons up. I think now that... Okay, just make it shorter, that's all. Make this one shorter too. There we go, see? Problem solved. Now, question. Did that fix the problem? The answer is no. We're gonna have to build another pylon. How much power does this consume? No power, so it doesn't tell me how much power it consumes. It should, because I need to know. I like how it gets built. It's so slow, but they look really pretty how they did that. So let's check here. We have 22 unused power. I'm doubting this one building takes 22 power, so we should be fine. We just need to find a way to connect it. And you know what that means, right, guys? Substation. That's right, a substation. Well done, Jimmy. So let's get it here. All right, substation. But you know what's ugly? Oh, hell no. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. If I have an opportunity to make it look pretty, I'm going to make it look pretty. So this substation can easily connect to this pylon if we just place it right. So that's what we're going to do. Let's make sure. Yeah, we can place it here. Yeah. There we go. It's not 100% accurate, but it's more accurate than the other one. Alright, so let's watch it get built, because it's very cool how that happens. Hatchery upgrades 1, so we can add a hatchery upgrade. We'll get to it in a minute, but once our scientists get done resting, we'll synthesize some more dinosaurs. Oh, this thing is really something else, isn't it? It's cool how they set it up. Pretty cool, man. Alright, there it is. Functional. So that really helped my appeal a lot. That's just a base increase of 250. So let's go back and check on our park rating. So, it's not factored in yet? Maybe it isn't. But our appeal is really low. Alright, maybe that will factor in. Give it a moment. Tour rides. Yeah, this pretty much gives us everything. I mean, it really gives us green a lot. So this also adds visibility, doesn't it? So if for whatever reason I went like that, no, it doesn't. Okay. Have I checked on these guys? See what they need? Well, I think they seem to be okay. Now, who can I put you in with? I don't think I can put you... Yeah, I can't put you with him. Compies. It likes compies. Everyone likes compies. It's crazy. But a compy is a carnivore, so that doesn't make any sense. So your math is wrong, guys. Get your math right before you start complaining about who you don't like. Who don't you like? I didn't like dislike anyone. Ankylosauruses. I feel like everyone likes ankylosauruses. So we're gonna try and get those going. My entire staff is currently resting. I'm gonna take another break, guys. We may just keep the stream going. Maybe I'll get a quick snack and come back because I'm having so much fun. I don't want to stop. So bear with me another 6 minutes or so, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hey, there they are. Okay, guys, thanks for sticking around. And we're back. Okay, so where was I? Got a quick snack, so I should be good for a while at least. But we are gonna end the stream soon, guys. We're almost at 3.5 hours, and I think we might call it there or thereabouts. But we are gonna get a chance to start the synthesis of some more dinosaurs before we call it a night. So let's just wait for these guys to get ready. All right, so we're going up in rating. All right, so their rest is complete. Let's shoot over here and synthesize some more dinos. The new guy. Wait, did we get the? No. I'm sorry. I'm putting the horse before the wagon, or the wagon before the horse. Yeah. What? Right? Yeah. Okay. So we got to go here. Well, not there. But we'll resupply this guy. Have some fuel. All right. So this is where we want to go. We got to view our fossils. And we're gonna need to, let's see how many of these we have. Yeah, quite a few here. The Corey guy. Level 2, level 3. Alright, so this guy herbivore or carnivore? Alright, so we can just fill this guy's meter right up, so we should do that. Just to get it done. And we're gonna start that task. Alright, so that's one. Now I'm pretty sure we can multitask, correct? Or do we can only research one fossil at a time? Is that how it goes? Yeah, I think so. Okay. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Alright, so how are these boys doing over here? Pretty good, I hope. Let's check our map. Yeah, they're doing good. They are doing well. How's this guy doing? Uh-oh. Missing meat. Their comfort just immediately tanked. I know this is a big paddock, so we may end up, yeah, just building another one of the live feeders. Just because I don't want my guys getting eaten. And like I said, surefire way to, for disaster to happen, or let's take a positive stance on this. To prevent disaster from happening is to keep the comfort level of your dinosaurs as high as possible. Because we don't currently have high security fences unlocked. There's meat coming, boys. Settle down. Why is your field so small? Like, expand your territory, little dude. There we go. Get him. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so he killed that guy. That was brutality incarnate. Are you gonna eat him at least? I mean... Okay, there we go. Have some... I can't get closer. Can we get closer? Yeah, oh, it's kind of ate a little bit and left alone. Oh, come on, dude. That's wasteful. Gotta eat those hooves. Alright, the park rating has gone up, so we're sitting at about 2 stars now, which is not bad. Alright, hey guys, thanks for watching. My name's Uno Delph, and the channel is called Uno Delphia. Today we're playing Jurassic World Evolution Part 2. Trying to build our, not playing campaign mode, we're playing sandbox mode, but we tried to keep it as fair as possible. We didn't take any extra advantages. We enabled contracts, which are off by default, but I think contracts add some more, you know, challenge to the game, add a bit more storytelling to the game. So that's what we turned on, and we started with high income instead of medium or low income. Medium income only grants you $9 million to start. And as if you've been watching for a while, you've seen that some of these projects can be quite pricey. So I was concerned that maybe we had too much of a leg up by having starting with about 29 million, something like that, 30 million, something to that effect. But I think we made the right decision because while we're currently solvent, I feel like there were times when we were a bit under the gun in terms of making our monthly profit. So yeah, we're shooting up now. So I think we're heading in the right direction. What else? What else? Maintain transport. Okay, so that's definitely not a thing. There's really only one way that I've seen to increase transportation on this, and that's through the monorail station. So we may have to start building a monorail station. What's this? Large hotel? Oh, we're not even at 2 yet, so we may have a problem here, guys. A small problem. Let's check, this chair of mine. It's really old. I mean, it's not that old, maybe a couple of years. It just, like, broke. I don't know. I moved and then moved back, and chair just got banged up, and plus I spend like 18 hours a day in there, so, you know, that's not helping either, so. That's what we got. So let's have a look. Let's take a look-see. Transport. I think that the only way we can boost it. I know attractions probably have nothing to do with transport, right? Let's see if I think we may need to pop an attraction down just because making some money. Let's see. Yeah, our attraction, our appeal is low. Yeah, we need to get this up as high as possible. This is insane. So we need to build a let's build a guest attraction. This guy here. Let's build it next to, maybe not directly next to, but these damn pylons will be the death of me. This might be a good idea because we're already using power for the Discovery Center. So, can we edit this attraction? No, we really can't. Let's build some roads. Did that connect it? This is what, yeah, I don't like building it directly on the street. On the path, because sometimes it can get a little wonky. Alright, let's try that. It should be sufficient. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Okay, cinema's coming up. So this is very cool. I just love the little animations in this game, man. There's so much detail. This blows me away. Speaking of detail, we're playing on very high settings, graphic-wise. Preset is custom. Can you play on very high? Yeah, there we go. Always on very high. We don't need DLSS. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. Wish there was a way to monitor frame rate on this. VSync. No, we're not VSyncing anything. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this monitor runs at 144 hertz. It's fine. It can handle it. Okay, this should just offer a smoother image. Does it look sharper, guys? I can't tell. I cannot tell. Okay. So here comes the cinema. So like I said, these are all contributing to the overall appeal of the park, which we're struggling with a bit right now. This is the downside of not having, you know, when you play from scratch. So this is adding 100. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a non-sequitur like that. And this one's adding 250. What I was saying was, when you play from scratch, you start with no dinosaurs. So, you know, I wanted to open the park. I don't think I opened it prematurely. Maybe slightly prematurely, but I wanted to start making some income on, you know, make a return on our investment. So there we go. This is going very well so far. No complaints. Like I said, we're solvent. We can pay our bills. And look at that. We're up almost 1,000% in profit from last month. So that's quite the turnaround. Like I said, that's strange to me because I feel like those numbers are, I don't know, like not accurate for lack of a better term or phrase, whatever you call that thing. Because they take certain things into consideration, like building infrastructure. That's a cost. Like, but that's not a cost that you're gonna have. I guess if you're looking at it in terms of how much money we brought in from one month to the next, it does make sense to do it that way. But those are temporary costs. Definitely not anything long term that needs to be concerned. Needs to be a cost. Oh, my frame rate is just taking a serious dip. Is it because of... What's happening here? Are we dropping frames? No, we're not dropping frames. Why is my frame rate just tanking? That's strange. What do you mean, the VSync? No, I'm not saying that. No, that's not the problem. Yeah, because like I said, well, it is going up, strangely. We're up to 30 frames. Like, it just runs at 60. I know it does. Don't give me that nonsense. Right? Am I right? Am I hallucinating? Now we're dropping. 20 frames? That's very interesting. I thought it ran at 60 frames static, but it's coming in very, very shaky. The CPU is not under load. It's doing 15% usage while running OBS in the background. I don't know. Sometimes computers can be very strange. Let's see if this helps. Where also is my display? We're not going to VSync it. I think that's just silly. VSync is not good for frame rates. VSync is strictly for if you have a... Well, now we're climbing back up to 50. Alright, then 40 frames. VSync is strictly if you have a slow monitor. If your graphics card and your monitor are out of sync. But like I said, if everything you have is... well, like I said, if your graphics card and your monitor are out of sync, sometimes you can experience screen tearing. But if what you're using is modern hardware like I'm using, it shouldn't really be a problem. But yeah, this is just contracts are refreshed. Oh yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't need it. I'm sorry.
Helping expand our work based on my research, of course.
Yeah, we'll do this one.
Read up on this next
Wait,
objective.
no. Oh, Dr. Ru is here. Sorry, Dua is here. Why are they... Whatever. They're asking me as if I'm choosing to,
I'm more interested in knowledge than the creature comforts that come with wealth. But there is no denying that the park is a business. So we have to be aware of the bottom line.
Okay, cool. Alright, we're a little stagnant until we can increase our park rating to 2 stars. So that's what we have to work on, but obviously one thing comes from another. Oh. Or the other, rather. What, God, my frame rate is just suffering right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's always something wrong, isn't there? Some little thing causing problems. It's running in the background here. Very strange. Okay. We're just gonna power through it. Or we may end up calling the stream. Well, let's give it another 10 minutes, see what happens. Alright, so we need to be working on the fossils we have. And I think we synthesized one already, so let's see if we can... No, we haven't. Okay, this is taking too long. It's taking too long now. Didn't I do this? What's happening? This is 3, 2, 2. Yeah, I thought I did this already. Like, why are we not doing this? What's the problem, guys? Get on it, Barton. Why would the research be paused? Oh, because I'm in the screen? Alright, let's go. Let's speed it up. We're wasting time. And my frames are still at 30. No idea. This game that I'm playing is not running at 30 frames. Definitely not. I don't know why. My CPU is not bottlenecking. My CPU is running at 16% utilization. Oh, but 30 frames just looks so bad. It just looks so bad.
I wish I could share
What's up,
with
Dr.
you all
Dua?
that I know, but some elements of my work must remain a mystery. However, your achievements are no secret. So
Well done. Why is that in
to you.
quotation marks? Well done. Okay, we're making progress. We are making progress. So what I'm going to do here, guys, to end off the stream, because I don't know why my frame rate is tanking. It's down to 40. Now I just shot from 41 to 26. I don't know what's going on. We're going to try and release another type of dinosaur into the park, and then we'll call it a day. I'm not even sure what kind of dinosaur. I think he's a carnivore. So do we have a paddock that we can put this guy in? He's a carnivore. Pretty well synthesized. So what's your name? Ceolophysis. Sorry. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce these. What if we put you in with these dinosaurs that I can no longer see because it's so dark? Can you get on with these guys? No, you can't. So there's another thing. Every carnivore needs its own paddock. Let's put carnivores here. Because I don't want to build another one. Although I had plans for this. I had plans for this being like a multi-tiered... I want shopping amenities? What do you need? I guess you do need more shopping amenities. Like a multi-tiered attraction where, you know, the gyro balls go from here to here, like a big circle. Like the gyro station would start here. It would run through here, right around, loop around these, loop, 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 and then come right back. That would be the gyro station, the gyro ball station ride. We need more amenities. So we're just gonna plop a shopping amenity down. It's out of the range of power. Alright, we put it here. It's fine. And I'm having so much fun. I don't want to stop playing, but something's going on with my frame rate. I don't know what the problem is. I gotta do some TS on my machine. See what's what. It's not thermal throttling, is it? Get too hot? Oh. Let's see. Alright, we're making money. That's always a good thing. Alright, let's get this shopping center down. Thingamabob. Alright, let's wait till it's built. Alright, so how much money can you make me? Is my question for you, sir. Ooh, 10? I see 10,000. And get that up to 14,000 with a fountain and 16,000 with the fish tank. Excellent work. And our amenities coverage has increased significantly, I would imagine. Oh, not that one. It's here. Yeah, shopping is taken care of. Drinks, not the greatest. Food, not the greatest. We're gonna have to put more down soon. Especially with the people expanding on that side of the park. Alright, we need to start synthesizing some new eggs, damn it. This guy needs to be synthesized. Let's see what we can get out of you. Long-lived. That's always a good thing. Because you don't want your dinosaurs dying. It's just another thing to worry about. I mean, they're all gonna die if the park doesn't go under before that time, but... You want them to be as long lived as possible. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna call it there for now. I know I wanted to release another dinosaur into the park, but for some reason my computer is not cooperating, so I got to do some troubleshooting on that. Thanks for watching today, though, people. We're gonna have another stream maybe tomorrow. Yeah, so around I don't know, but definitely look out for that tomorrow. I'll put one up on the schedule if you're interested for Twitch. And like I said, these videos go to YouTube immediately after we're done streaming on Twitch. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.